Oh.
Welcome to Friday Night WrestleCast.
Yes.
Yo, what's up, internet strangers? Because I don't know any of you motherfuckers. This is Adamville, aka Adam 5, bro. And this is Friday Night WrestleCast. I am here with Sister Dana. That's how I go. Dana, you still there? That's how I do it, Dana. That's how I do it.
Yes, I'm still here. Whoop, whoop. Keith Lee, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, Keith Lee. I'm also here with Richard Bailey Jr.
What's up, listeners and viewers?
What's up? And I'm here with Dan and Mike from the Platform Podcast. What's up, people?
What's happening? Ready to talk wrestling for show.
Damn right. Man-on-man action all day long. And you know what? I'm going to keep saying that because until they start really doing mixed matches, like Lucha Underground and shit, that's what it is. It's woman-on-woman, man-on-man. So it's always funny when people giggle out of that. And I'm like, but that's
Less
what it
coconut
is.
oil.
Yeah, less coconut oil, right? It's like, I'm waiting for the day that we see one of those mixed matches happen, and then let's say like the man, she doesn't get out of the ring. I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. Then they should dim the lights. I'm like, oh, something really crazy is about to happen.
Bray Wyatt comes out and
That's
takes
what
the women's title.
There we go. Well, that's a rumor, right? Isn't there a rumor that what's her name is coming back? The one that the blonde that got hurt for a while. Oh man, what's her name? I'm blanking on the name. She was from NXT and she was part of the Riot Squad.
Oh,
No, not Paige. Oh, geez, this is the actor Russell, but supposedly
You're
she's
talking about the girl with the pink tongue.
Supposedly she's coming back with a dark gimmick, and people are saying that.
Morgan.
There you
Liv
go.
Morgan.
Liv
Morgan.
There we go. That was a.
I like her.
Yeah, supposedly she's
good. I
coming
like her.
back and having some
I
dark
like her.
gimmick or whatever. But
cool.
oh man, a lot has happened, people. A lot has happened in wrestling. I mean, I feel like this is going to be the new thing now, just because of the amount of wrestling content that we have and amount of live wrestling content, especially with AEW and all that craziness going on.
Hashtag AEW.
Hashtag AEW. It's like how long? That's the thing. It's like we'll see how long all of this lasts, because right now it doesn't look like it's lasting that long for anyone. Just because
Here
of the
we go, Dana.
I'm just
Here we
saying.
go.
I'm just saying.
Dana.
All right, but you know what, Dana, what's going on? Real quick before we go into it, for anybody tuning in, I didn't even talk about what we're talking about. So we plan on doing a little predictions and a breakdown of what's going on with NXT WarGames, which is one of the best pay-per-views you could possibly watch any year. I've always loved the gimmick of 2 rings, a big ass cage. Yeah, they don't put the top like they did back in the day, but we don't need the top, because when you got shit like Ricochet doing the double moonsault and stuff, we get those moments. We won't get that with a ceiling on the top, because I remember in WCW when they used to have it, and yeah, I get it, the guy can hold up to the top and then do like a leg lock around the head or whatever, but whatever, it's not needed.
Truth.
So and then of course we got I think it's going to be a really good main card WWE pay-per-view event with Survivor Series. It sounds interesting.
Believe it or not.
So but before we get into that, a lot of side shit happened, and Dana, want to give us a little rundown of what's going on?
We got some weird things coming out. First of all, one has been 6 years in the making. The fans are excited and revolting at the same time. It's a weird thing that's going on. If somehow you do not know this, CM Punk is finally back after Fox had to pay him to come back. Not WWE, by the way, it is Fox. But he has joined the analysis team over at WWE Backstage, which airs on FX1. I don't know which date because I just DVR it and I don't remember things. But he finally came back. It was 2 weeks ago where he made like his grand appearance. Only person knew was Renee Young. And why is he back? It's very simple. Nobody is watching the program. They had around 39,000 people watch the show, period, in general. So Fox have been giving, WWE all these, what was it, $1 billion for this extended contract for their programming, and no one's watching. And what's really sad is that the show is really good.
They should have
anyway,
changed. You know what? They should have changed it though. Think about it. I know why people know no one's watching this. We all know why no one's watching, because it's a kiss ass show. That's it. It's just a kiss ass about the product. So why is anyone going to tune in? All these people, like you mentioned, with Punk being hired by Fox, everyone else is a WWE employee. So are they really going to spit the facts about what's going on? No, they're not.
But you could argue that when we had what was that, the SmackDown show?
Yeah, Talking Smack.
Talking Smack. When that was terribly canceled, that was very good and very raw, and one would even argue that it kind of helped The Miz in his career.
I was gonna say that moment he had when he was waxing the truth, that shit put him over.
Yeah, and then he got the show canceled. It still wasn't good enough, but that's the thing. It's a fact, spitting the fact.
Damn, Adam.
That's it. That's how it works. So that's why with this on. All right, so here's a little something. So many years ago, there was a company that I used to write scripts for. Right? Just come up with treatments is what they were called, right? And this company would then take these treatments and pitch them to different networks. Right? So there was, at the time, MTV was looking for some stuff, and I was trying to come up with ideas. And one of the ones that I had was for a wrestling news show. But this wrestling news show would cover all of wrestling. At the time, WCW was big, and you had WWE and stuff. And I'm like, this would be great. What if there was a show that they would, and then BET had their Urban League. Remember that one? That crazy Urban Assault League and stuff. I'm like, what if there was, and then we had ECW. I was like, what if there was a show that just covered all of this? And they were like, well, what do you mean? How would that even work? And I said, well, listen, there was a guy that I knew from a dirt sheet. I contact him. He's in the know. I said, we get him. We had King Kong Bundy. And we were like, yeah, we found out that he's available. We could probably bring him on. And this is because the person from the dirt sheet was friends with him. He says, I think he would be down for this. It was like, all right, so we have one person that can talk about it, another person that's in the know who's been there, and we could do a show, and it talks about wrestling. And it didn't pick up. They were like, no, it's not going to work, because then no one's going to watch, whatever. All I know is that the treatment didn't go, and I ended up doing a little skateboard video thing for the Sports Music Festival, and that was it.
Damn.
But, yeah, that was, if you ever watched that, I think, what year was that? I don't even fucking remember. I want to say maybe in the early 2000s when they did it. But if you see there's a part where someone's fingerboarding. Right?
Yeah. That was you?
That was my fingers.
No bullshit, man.
No bullshit. So I did the fingerboarding and all that stuff because I was like, all right, well, let's do something with toys then. Because that was my idea. Let's do some toys, this and this and that. But I had the fingerboards and they were like, well, can you do the fingerboards? And I was like, yeah, I could do the fingerboards. I'm not just talking about the idea. I had one. This is when everybody would play with the fingerboards and carry them with them. And I had it in my pocket. Right? So I would always flip around with it. So then the studio that MTV was working with, that was doing all the filming of all that stuff, they were like, all right, well, then you can come in then. I was like, all right. So then I came in and they had like this, it was like a box, and then they would put a blue sheet of paper, and then I had to put my hand over it, and then I had to just do kick flips and heel flips, and then just like skate around and do all stuff.
Get the fuck out of here.
And then they had another little half pipe, and then I had to put my finger in a half pipe and do this whole thing. And that was it.
That's dope as fuck.
I remember that shit. Now I gotta tuck my age in because I remember.
Yeah, that's why I'm at too. I'm like, I need to tuck that in, man.
So yeah, that was it. My
making me feel like I'm 60 years old over here.
I should have became a hand model after that shit, right?
You were actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was it. Because before that, though, I used to work early on while I was in college. I worked at a Blades Board and Skate. Mm-hmm. If you remember these skate shops, they were everywhere at one point. And so we used to sell these little, they were the finger decks, they were called. So whenever it was slow in the shop, we would just play with fucking finger decks.
Because they have ones that like glow in the dark and all that shit.
They had all kinds of stuff.
All the kind, yeah.
But they
interchangeable wheels.
Yeah, they went crazy. They had a little skate tool. You could change your wheels. They had grip tapes on it. They had grips. It was like,
I remember that stuff.
Then they started putting real logos on it. You can get a Zoo York board. You get all these other boards. It was fucking nuts for a while. That was the toy to have. So it made sense. And then, they even gave me a little bike, and I had to do a little bike. And then they had little Barbie skates, because they were like, well, it's not fair if you just do the skateboarding. Yeah, so I had to put little Barbie skates.
You did the Barbie skates?
I did the Barbie skates. I did the Barbie skates and did the little bike and shit because they had to do everything. It was the whole sports music, whatever festival shit. But whatever. Let's see. Now we're all topic. So anyway, the whole point was a news show that just covered wrestling altogether. And that's what Fox should really think about doing. So you know what? Fuck this whole kiss ass WWE. Yeah, we get it. It's our product. But if we're going to have someone like Punk on, who openly said he does not watch it and he has not watched it since he left, which is ridiculous to even say you're going to have him on the show because he's going to be clueless about all the current storylines and what's happening. So, of course, he's going to poo-poo everything because what is he going to say? He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on with these guys. So they should really think about restructuring and say, you know what, if this is not really part of it, then let's cover everything. Well, of course, we'll do a little more emphasis on SmackDown WWE, but let's talk a little bit about AEW, a little segment on that. Let's talk about a little bit of Ring of Honor. Let's talk about some of the other ones, because then they'll get more of an audience. They'll get those people to tune in. Because
I would like to know WWE ain't gonna do that though, and they don't
care. WWE has no control because this is all about Fox and Fox's money. Right now, WWE is bending the knee with all of this. They're like, "Yo, you paid us.
That's true.
We're your servants."
That's true.
This is not. It's not like the way it is with WWE and USA Network. It's not like that.
Well, hold on a second. I'd like to make a comment.
Oh shit.
I think that is an excellent idea, but to quote Vince McMahon, there is no chance in hell that will happen because do you think that Fox wants to get people to watch TNT?
No.
I don't think so. No, they're not going to say, AEW. No.
But there was a reason why on ESPN Sports Center became so popular. And that was one of the things. It covered sports from all over. It didn't give a shit. It wasn't just what was on ESPN. They covered everything, and everybody knew it. And so they would tune in because of that. And that's what, if you're going to have a wrestling show, don't come up with a bullshit show like this, which is just a kid's ass show for your product. Nobody needs to read or watch this shit. I'm like, what is the point? What's the point?
That's true, man. But, CM Punk single-handedly saving it. But I got to say this. CM Punk shitted on WWE, though. That interview that he did with Renee Young, total shit fest on WWE. I mean, he was like, dudes need to tighten up. Only shit I really like is the women's division, and of course NXT. He said nothing about Raw and SmackDown.
He even called out his own shit because he hasn't even watched the Evolution pay-per-view.
He did. He said he watched like 6 years.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you're calling it out like it's something, but you haven't seen any product. They could all be whack. You don't know. They could be like, AEW women's division. You don't know. He does not watch the product. He needs to, though.
Go ahead, Mike.
I kind of agree with you, CM Punk. It's the show's blah. Yeah. I watch, for the women, NXT, and maybe AJ Styles and Ricochet and like some of the others. On that, pass along, move along.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much everything he said was accurate, and of course, I especially enjoyed when they showed the horrible segment from SmackDown last week with Baron Corbin and then bringing out that dog mascot to the ring with the Roman Reigns.
Trash.
Yeah. And he said, "Oh yeah, this is garbage," and and he got Paige to agree with him. So I enjoyed that.
Well, she's okay. She just signed a new multi-year deal, so she's okay now. Remember, that was one thing she talked about. She signed it, and she openly said it. She was like, she got a new contract. It's a multi-year deal. So she's okay now. It's one thing when you're leading into contract discussions. We're like, oh, shit.
She's not wrestling, though. Huh?
She's not wrestling.
I think she's on that Fox.
No. It's WWE. They're paying. She said it. It's WWE paying.
WWE contract.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that he cut a promo?
Yes.
That shit was hilarious. I just watched that. Or CM Punk cut a promo against Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Something about bowling right? You can't even bowl me or something.
I might be the only one on this particular podcast, but I actually enjoyed the show. Because I saw how it was prior to having him on the show, and it was like whatever. But yeah, I enjoyed the episode he was on. So, but I did notice that they were very clear in what they said that he will be on every so often. He's not going to be on there every week.
No.
So,
well, they got to give him time to catch up and watch the product because he doesn't want it. So, you can't have him on all the shows because if not, it turns into an Eric Bischoff situation. I'm like, so what do you think of this?
That's true, man.
These guys and how long they've been wrestling. Okay, so Renee Young, what do you think is gonna? You're gonna have to skip over him. So you got to prep him. You're gonna be like, yo, listen, this is a card for next week. Go on. We'll give you a WWE Network subscription. You can watch some matches, get in the know.
So
go on the YouTubes, figure shit out, and then we'll get you on when it's time.
So
I just don't think he has time, really.
Come on now.
So I
still think he wants to do UFC.
No. He's
no.
done with that fucking shit, man. He's not doing
No.
He's not doing that. There's no money there. They gave him the big money deal. There you go.
He's not doing it. He's not doing it.
I slipped and fell down the sewer. It's over. Stop the fight. Stop the fight. Throw the towel in. It's not happening.
So here's a question.
He might have one more match in him there. Come on, Adam.
No, it's done.
Well,
first of all, Dana White even said he's not bringing him back.
Get some help.
Because after that last match, they said, is he coming back? He was like, well, he can go back to MMA, but he's not coming back to UFC. There's no money.
Dana White don't want him.
Yeah, there's no money. There's no money.
He is done with MMA.
And when it comes to being marketable in that world, he's not. He's not. So even if people are like, oh, he could go to Bellator, go to any other one, the lower you start going in those divisions, the less money you're going to get. Because they're going to be like, you haven't won anything. You haven't done anything here. Yes, you're a big name in sports entertainment, but people have already seen you lose 2 fights. So
he didn't lose. He didn't lose.
Right.
He got his ass whooped.
This is why I thought he would have been great doing the acting. He was great on the girl.
He did it.
The third floor thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the most recent
The
one.
horror
And
movie.
And he wants to keep doing it, and I'm sure he probably is doing a few more. If anything, that's probably the reason for him for doing this backstage show. Not to get into wrestling, to get into acting. Because then if he's there, he's talking, he's on TV, more eyes on him. And so when he goes for these roles, we're like, hey, you could also see me, every so often live on TV, on Fox, and on commentary. So it's like, all right, get him out there.
He looks old, too. I saw, after watching him, he looks old.
They're all getting old, man. We all get old. Except me.
I know that. I use
the Asian Pro Cream. I use the Asian Pro Cream, and I look pretty. So, I'm not Asian, but everybody else.
Oh, shit.
So hold on. So I have a question for all of y'all.
You cannot get my Asian Pro Cream. Next question.
I definitely will request you request that information from you after the show for sure. So here's my question: how long until we see Seth Rollins make an appearance on the show, the exact same episode that CM Punk is on, and then they have a back and forth?
No.
After Survivor Series.
No.
After Survivor.
No.
That Friday, I guarantee it. That Friday after Survivor Series. Yes. Because Vince, I want to fuck up the brand early. He's gonna do it. And he's gonna have him show up, and he's gonna be in his face, and everybody's gonna think it's gonna be a match. And what is gonna happen is gonna be a promo off at WrestleMania. I guarantee it.
Nope.
Yeah, because if you notice, you saw WWE backstage. Of course, he had his little words on Seth Rollins, but then when he cut the Tom Arnold promo, he mentioned Seth Rollins again. So I feel like this might lead somewhere eventually.
Because if that happens,
WrestleMania,
that is all pushing his buttons that it's going to lead to a match. I could see Seth pulling that off on live TV, sort of like what I mentioned before, that when Seth or anybody's in the ring and people start chanting CM Punk and all that stuff, they're going to be like, yeah, let the Punk come out here. But until then,
you know what? Honestly, it would benefit Fox on both ends because
of course.
If he does let him fight, especially on SmackDown, that would be honestly, if they said we're gonna have CM Punk on SmackDown, address Seth Rollins, right? You already know how many people are gonna watch fucking SmackDown. Instead of 2 million, they're gonna have like 3-4 million for that episode. I guarantee it. And they're gonna push that air. They're gonna because Fox is like, fuck you, Vince. Yeah. We're going to do other stuff. Go ahead.
They've done this before with Daniel Cormier when they had the UFC deal.
Yeah.
Remember, he was a commentator for them for a while, and then every once in a while he would go and have fights, and that was a plus for them because here it is, he's their commentator. There's that talking audience, people watching, they like him, they connect to him now on a personal level. Like, oh, I know this dude. He's a cool dude, and then he's gonna have a fight. Now you want to tune in because you want to support the guy. You're like, oh shit.
Do you honestly think that Fox would not give CM Punk $2 million to grit his fucking teeth and suit up and fight on SmackDown?
I got one better. He's gonna have Doritos and he's gonna have all these brands on his shorts. He's gonna have Subway Eat Fresh sandwich.
That's true, man. You get all of this.
That's how you get the money to pay for a match like that. Because they're like, shit, are we really gonna shell that money out? We wouldn't have to. Let's talk to our advertisers and let's pull that because if much as people are like, oh, no one does it, you know what? Brock still does it with Jimmy Johns. He still fucking has Jimmy Johns on his damn shorts. So if he can do it, and I remember Punk talking about that was one of his gripes. That he said he talked to a company and they were willing to pay and do this whole thing, and he said, hey, I'm an independent contractor, right? Technically, I'm a contractor, so let me make some extra money doing this. No, you can't do it. But fucking Brock can do it. Why is he allowed to do it?
I remember that.
Yeah. So now
CM Punk was, I remember he even said that. He said he was pissed because Brock could do it.
He couldn't get that. Yeah,
he couldn't get that money. He said,
that's fucking bullshit.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So that's what I'm saying. If anything, this is how they could afford to do that. Because then it's no money out of Fox pocket and no money out of WWE's pocket. It's now the sponsors.
Damn, man, you can. He might actually do it because he is about that paper. That's all he talks about is the paper. And if Fox has the money to make him suit up one more time, like Fox can make that money happen.
Yeah.
Like you said, they can do it for sure.
And if there's one thing that we all know about Vince, he does what's best for business. The fact that Ultimate Warrior came back after
here we go.
Ultimate Warrior,
WWE fatigue already.
Not only did Ultimate Warrior come back, motherfucker got a statue. Okay, even after he had a DVD that was just bashing him, where everyone just fucking bashed about how bad of a wrestler. Imagine if your old job made a 2-hour video and sold this shit, talking about how bad you were. You know what I mean? It's like, and they put him in the Hall of Fame, and they gave him Mike Tyson. Goldberg, he was horrible. He hated the company for years. They put him in the Hall of Fame. He gets the wrestling bug. He's back. He's now wrestling again. He's still on the roster. He's not a one-off. He signed a multi-year deal. He can have matches whenever. You know what I mean? It's like this. It's fucking crazy. But it just shows that it's whatever Vince thinks will work for money. If he thinks this is going to draw interest, he's going to do it. And he knows it. Now, according to what PW Insider and a few other dirt sheets, an inside source, throw the quotes up, said that there was a discussion already about this, and that Vince is willing to offer the big money type Brock money toward him, and Triple H is against it. That's what the rumor.
Triple H is against it.
That's but against it in a way, and it makes sense. Is that his heart isn't into it. Triple H is all about wrestling and the business. He feels this is no different than having one of these celebrity guys come in. And the thing is that those celebrity guys bring in a different audience. Like with this boxing guy that just paid $11-13 million. That Fury guy, Tyson Fury, to show up. So it's like, he's bringing a different audience. Who is CM Punk bringing in? He's not bringing in anybody. It's the people that already watch, that want to see him again. He's not bringing it. So I think for the fans, they do want to see it. But I think it's going to happen. It's all about money. It's always been about money. So.
Overall, this just makes me really sad for Colt Cabana.
Oh, man.
Remember him, the guy who got sued by his own friend because he went on his rant and said he would never work for WWE and then got sued by WWE, and now he's in the back pocket of WWE? Even though they're saying, no, it's Fox.
You know what? I'm going to create a soundboard next time.
Vince is like...
Put Ted DiBiase on it. Yeah, we need Ted DiBiase, a little sound clip of that saying everybody's got a price. Because they do.
I'm about to download that shit right now.
Because it's true. Everybody has a damn price. And right now we're finding out that the price is right so far for CM Punk. And it's going to be even better for a big match. And I wouldn't be surprised, would not be surprised if we do see a match between him and Seth at WrestleMania.
He's gonna be the new Slim Jim guy.
You know, who knows? Who knows? You know what, Rich? Maybe you're right. Maybe we're all being worked right now. Maybe a deal already been worked out, and that's why he keeps CM Punk when he does his little shoe promos. He keeps spitting a little bit at Seth Rollins.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That is good, man. That could be
worked, because then this looks like a work shoot type of thing. It was like, oh man, is this a legit heat? Yeah, it sort of is. And then you know what? He signs a dotted line. Maybe they go back and forth where they're not on the same show. Like, you know, backstage, Punk is saying his shit, Seth is saying his shit over on Raw, and then all of a sudden Punk says, you know what? I'm not gonna talk anymore. And he whips out a fucking contract, and he see you at Mania, bitch. Oh, I'm telling you. And that's it. You know, we could all be getting worked right now. You know, they could be high-fiving. That's it.
Hey, I feel like WWE needs to do something. Because Backstage is kind of tragic, but CM Punk he actually makes it manageable.
Watch
like
it.
I guess you can sit there and you watch it because you're like, you know, CM Punk right now is not a WWE dude. He's a Fox dude, so he can literally say what the hell he wants. And if he wants to shit on the brand until they tell him, here's this $2 million.
They did that already.
You know what I'm saying? But
well, he said they brought him in because they know he's gonna be like the pipe.
He's gonna and you know Fox. You know Fox already, the main head old white dude at Fox. You already know he's in competition with Vince, and you already know he's like, Vince. You know, we both have the same voice. And we're gonna both try to battle, of the bullshit. You have yours, and I have CM Punk.
Controversy sells, man.
It's like that's what it is, man.
People like that controversy.
Does no one remember when Corey Graves had a show and they did the exact same thing?
Yo,
100%.
He had like 4 shows. It still doesn't work. Remember, that one that he did with Enzo and stuff. Remember where he was?
He's just boring.
Because Corey Graves, though, man, is not CM Punk, though. Like
Corey Graves is boring.
Yeah, Corey Graves. I mean,
he's just not. They made him a diva on Total Divas.
Anytime he talks, he puts me to sleep.
All right. So what's next? What else we got besides Punk shit?
All right. So we talk about CM Punk and Adam's extensive career in fingering.
Hey.
They say that shit went too long.
Adam's good at fingering. That's what we came close to. Adam's good at fingering.
Wow.
Hell no.
So for the first time. So for the first time ever since the Wednesday Night Raw, since the Wednesday Night Wars have been happening, NXT finally defeated AEW with their.
And it took everybody in every roster known to man to do it. I get it.
So yeah.
Now, Adam, tell us how we suck.
I think it's not that we suck.
Well, hold on. Let Dana finish. I feel like she had more to say, and then I have something to say as well after Adam.
All right, do it.
Okay, so NXT drew an average of 916,000 views, which was up from their 750,000. So that's a good one. And they was number 14 in the night, which is really good because, they came in much lower before. AEW, however, was down. It was at 893,000 views, and it was down from 950. So, it's all because of that whole Survivor Series. It'll drop down and even out once that's over with. But look, as you said, every roster known to man to watch good show finally, and it was actually a good. It was a good NXT show. We're on SmackDown.
I'll tell you something. It wasn't that. I'll tell you that. You
Want
to know why? And I got facts. You want to know why? Because no one knew it was going to show up. So no one knew this was going to happen. What is over right now is this invasion angle for all over the place. People like that. People want to see the run-ins from SmackDown and Raw. They want to see it constantly. And that's the dilemma that WWE have right now, because they see the numbers have gone up on all the shows since they started this angle. So it's like, what do we do once Survivor Series is done with? Because it looks like this is what people want to see. They want to see this. Wow, I want to see wrestlers jump in and jump out from other promotions. I want to see attacks. I want to see different angles that could form over this.
Well, you know what they're going to Adam. You know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to do.
They're going to kill it.
They're going to make sure that Rey Mysterio wins the belt, and then on Raw he will fight Dolph Ziggler for the belt. That's what they're going to follow this up with. You think they're going to continue that angle? Nope. Rey Mysterio, Dolph Ziggler, Raw, guarantee it.
Gotta come up with something with this one, because that's what's drawing the ratings. That's the reason people like to see that. And yeah, it took everybody on it, but it was because it was that whole I want to know what's going to happen, because anybody could run in, and we're seeing some crazy matchups. And NXT was crazy. There was like all these matchups, and we saw some clean finishes. We saw some clean finishes.
None of them.
So let me make a quick comment here. This will be a little controversial, but I think it has to be said. So I did see. I agree with a lot that has been said, but if you ask me my personal opinion, AEW was the better show this week, and let me explain to you why I say that. Let me explain to you why I say that. Now, I enjoyed the hell out of that Revival and Undisputed Era match. That was great. I enjoyed the hell out of seeing Ricochet and Matt Riddle and all the chaos that happened after the match with Finn Balor and Shinsuke. That was great. What I didn't like about NXT, a lot of matches did not have a clean finish. Like the opening match, Becky Lynch makes her return, has what appears to be a great match with Rhea Ripley, and then it's interrupted by Shayna Baszler.
Well, that wasn't, if you think about it, that was just an impromptu match. That didn't even count as a match, because she was just talking smack about Shayna. And then Ripley just came out and says, you know what, I'm your Huckleberry, let's do it. It's like, oh shit. And then they had to think, that should have been unsanctioned. They should have stole a page from AEW, just say, you know what, it's an unsanctioned match. Just fight. Whoever gets up wins.
But you see, the problem with that is that a lot of the matches that they had that were great matches this week, a lot of them ended in some type of interference. Go back to Monday Night Raw. Kevin Owens had an excellent match with Drew McIntyre, and then what happens? Oh, it ends because it's a non-finish because of interference.
Yep.
It's like, that's why I say I don't like. I'm all good with there being some interferences in these matches, but not on every show. I wasn't expecting to see any of that on NXT, so I was a little disappointed with the ridiculousness of people interfering.
He got a clean finish. He got a clean win.
Oh yeah, he got. Well, I'm glad that they made him get that clean win.
Ricochet.
Even though it was a botch, the way that he did the pin. Yes. I'm glad that he got the win, so that's good. And of course, one thing I will give NXT credit for, they still made you care about WarGames. Because take, for example, at the end of the show where Tommaso Ciampa is coming to the ring and Seth Rollins is in the ring, he sees Adam Cole, he goes after Adam Cole first, then goes into the ring with Seth Rollins. So that is one thing I will give them credit, because I just wish that WarGames and Survivor Series were spread out a little bit more, because it's a little ridiculous to believe, okay, I'm going to have a match with this guy on Saturday night. Now I got to team up with him the next night for a brand, to represent my brand. That's just a little ridiculous. But
continuity. We talked about it in the last show. Continuity.
Absolutely. But I will say that NXT has been having good shows. Even before the invasion, they had a good show. But again, I have to say, AEW definitely they're doing a lot more with the characters. They're trying to explain the characters a little bit more and the promos and stuff like that. So you have to give them credit and say they have been pretty good. And I especially think they were good over the last couple of weeks. A lot better than NXT. But we'll see what happens. I'm still looking forward to this weekend, though.
For sure. Yeah, for sure, man. I agree with that 100%. But I'm with you. I still feel like AEW was like, what Raw level. Like, I hate when they try to put NXT, like, NXT is that good to where they can hold up against AEW. Like, NXT is great. I like NXT. But AEW this week was super concrete, building characters. They built their AEW characters. They didn't really build. They had some, like Adam say, some old WWE dudes. You know what I'm saying? But overall, like Private Party, like all
Scorpio
these dudes.
Sky, he had his
Scorpio Sky,
Lucha
Bros, Luchasaurus,
yes,
Jungle Boy, like,
and don't forget that opening match that everybody has been talking about on
that
AEW.
Ray Phoenix,
yep,
dude, that was unreal. It was unreal.
Tell them about it, Danny. You were there live.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, they came to Indianapolis.
Wow.
You didn't tell Rich you were there live?
No.
Shit! You just keeping it a secret. Like, oh, man.
Man, the crowd was so fucking hyped. It was they popped for every match.
It was either that or they had the announcers low because it was fucking loud.
Because
JR was trying to boost up. That's the thing, though. Whenever we've watched a bunch of these events, whenever that happens, usually the announcers realize it and then they start talking louder. JR and them did not talk louder, which is why I'm wondering if they were low and they didn't realize it. Because
they were talking louder.
If it's a crowd that's that loud, then they talk louder because they realize that they have to go above the crowd.
Now, when you were there live, were you able to hear JR and Golden Boy and all them, or no?
Said Golden Boy. No, there was a couple segments like when it went to commercial. They were kind of like. Talking to some of the wrestlers and stuff like that, but outside of that, no, not really. You just see them, but
that's what. I've been a few months like Monday Night Raw, and you weren't able to hear the King and JR.
No.
That's when I went back in the day. You
must have been in the 20s because they haven't done that ever that I know.
I know. I'm saying
right. He's going way back.
Because now they
AWA day.
Now WWE would have this woman come out and they have some kids and then they do like a little quiz thing with the kids and then they give away prizes and stuff.
That's not AEW is fucked up though. Like AEW is, it reminds me of like when ECW, before the show gets started, it's always some shit going on. Wrestlers out there, somebody's talking shit to the crowd. Like AEW included the crowd so much before the show started.
That's cool. That's good.
It was so, and that got everybody hyped because it was like JR was talking to Darby, and Darby was talking about the match coming up, and Kenny Omega came out and said that it's been a long time since. He said he used to do it back in the day. Before he was in Japan, and he said he missed it, and he remembered how good the crowd was, and everybody was just like, Kenny, and chicks was like, literally showing their puppies, like old WWE shit. Like, for AEW, rough, man. I was like, let me check my wallet, man.
Yeah. I bet your wife's had a fucking drool napkin like, here, Danny. Hold on.
My wife was like, "Who are these people?" Like my wife was like,
someone married you?
Yes.
Whoa. Damn. Shit, Danny just did a heel turn. Whoa.
Damn.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Hell no. All right, Dana, what's the next one? Because we haven't even started the pay-per-view and we're already 3 hours in. So
It is the saga of Jordan Myles. Uh like those who have been following or haven't been following, very short abbreviated version is that he was a wrestler at NXT and he had a shirt that was black with a smile that was red, and he did not appreciate that shirt. He said that it was basically the old-fashioned symbol of black face with the Kool-Aid smile that goes back to racism.
But he
WWE.
picked it.
Here is how it goes. When you do merchandising, one of two things happen. Merchandising works with the wrestlers to help create shirts and ideas in order to get it out there in the shop. Or when it comes to certain situations, on the fly, merchandise will just create something. For example, there was the Ron Simmons damn tea. That was not a big time, that was something that was just placed out there. He's saying that he did not have anything to do with this, even though that there is saying proof that otherwise that he did.
Well, not
Either
only
way,
that. Well, also just link on that. He also said he called the name Jordan Myles Uncle Tom and this whole thing, but he came up with that too because there's another segment where it's Miles Davis
talking
and
about
Michael Jordan.
boy.
And he said those are his two idols, and he decided to put them together. So where do you come up with that? Like, why do you say that shit if you came up with the name?
Well, hold on. A correction. Miles Morales.
Oh, that's it, Miles Morales. That's
Miles Morales
and
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
I would have went with Miles Davis. I'm just old. All right, keep going.
Boy, took your AG.
I'm proud of my age. That's it. That's it. A-Train. That was a great album. A great track.
I did like that damn shirt.
He said that he was very
I can't hear you.
angry, involved Triple H. He went to Twitter instead of going to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was just cutting out. Something's going on.
Oh, okay. Yay, I can be heard. So basically, he was very upset about that, and he went very public with his anger. He said that, they was disrespecting him, all black people. We all know that WWE has a very documented, storied tale of blackface. We have matches where, we've seen Triple H himself dress up in blackface along with DX. Goldust did it. Roddy Piper did it. There was that whole situation with Slick. Was it Slick Rick or Slick something? The wrestler.
Slick,
and he had the whole thing with a song, and he was fried chicken involved.
Yes.
So
that was so stupid.
that was crazy there.
Wasn't it?
Bad News Brown. So anyway, we all know about the long documented history of that, and he basically, short version, called him out.
But he went above and beyond. He went outside of it. He started calling Jay Lethal fucked up names and other wrestlers of color outside of WWE.
I know, but it's like Jay Lethal wasn't really about that. I didn't understand why he calling Jay Lethal out.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and now he's like, oh, well, I'm going back into the indies. I'm ACH. Now, who wants to work with someone like that?
I'm sorry. You have to, listen, I just want to make this comment real quick. I don't want to cut anybody off, and I'm going to let Dana continue, but let me just make this comment real quick. Yes, as Dana said before, all of this stuff with WWE's past, with the racist past, he knew all of this before he even had a deal with WWE. So why the hell would you go to the company if you already feel a certain type of way about how they portray the certain characters? I mean, that's the question I would ask him.
You know what it is? He thought he could change the culture.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is.
But the thing about it is that's when you become conceited. How good really are you, Miles? Because when I last checked, you was all right. Apollo definitely better than you right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's really be real here, Miles, man. Like, listen, he's a good wrestler. He's not amazing yet.
Because they put a rocket on him when he did the breakout tournament, remember? He was in a breakout show, and I think that's what got to him.
Yeah, but you can't let the shit go to your head, and I agree. Stuff though, because WWE still perpetrates a lot of that stuff today. So I feel him on that. But you're right, Rich. He chose WWE. He could have went to AEW or NWA or wherever, Japan. He could have went to any other.
He could have stayed at Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Ring of Honor. He could have been
disaster right there.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like once you start bashing other people and calling, it was Uncle Tom. He called Jay Lethal Uncle Tom.
But Jay Lethal had his own problems with racism.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why
remember that stuff that he had? Yeah, so it's like, why would you? Because he fought that stuff too.
Yeah.
Remember them death threats he got when he did Ric Flair? They was because it's like, come on, man. Jay Lethal is in the same struggle you are, man. You can't say that about him, man. Say that about old boy on First Take. Don't say that about Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal's good people.
So,
I just want to say one final thing, and then I'm gonna give the mic back over to Dana. I know that this is a very serious conversation, but I have to admit, when I saw that video response he made, I could not stop laughing. I would like to officially announce that I have quit WWE. I hate this fucking company. Yeah, see, it's just ridiculous, man. I had to laugh. It's like you were acting because you take a dramatic pause after you say that, and then you are like, now we need more anger, we need more aggression. Something's wrong with this guy beyond wrestling.
Well, that's what they said. I mean, again, according to sources, PW Insider and all the other ones are recording these sources, is that people backstage felt that he has a mental disorder.
Yeah,
and
he admitted that he has. Yeah, he admitted.
Yeah, he said it.
He admitted. All right, so there you go. So it's not a rumor, and so something else is going on, and that he's mentally unstable. And those pictures from the Performance Center that they showed of all his shit packed up and outside, that they cleaned out his locker and they just put that shit out like he's done.
That was WWE petty as hell.
He's done. It's done. It's time to go. But then that's it. And the shit is, he burns. When you do something like that, when you go that public, and people are like, oh well, he's trying to get his message out. Still, it's like you scare promoters away, because then it could easily be them next time. They don't know. What if you get an issue with somebody, or you say something, or let's say NWA. Let's say if we do a segue with Jim Cornette. Let's say if he was over there when that happened. And they responded kind of quick. They took the video down and stuff. The last thing you need is a wrestle in the bag posting up a YouTube video or wherever on Twitter videos saying they racist motherfuckers, they did this shit. And he starts, going your own rant. You can't do that. You can't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I think his passion was in the right area, but his execution was terrible. And, he just went about it in a brazen way. And you already know this business is business. And any person of color can tell you we see it. We hear you, Myles, man. But the way you went about it was terrible, man. And trying to paint other people in a bad light because you're young and you don't understand other people's struggles, that's not a good look, man. Fight the fight when the fight really matters, man. How about become amazing? And then when Vince is backed into a corner because he got to promote you because you're better than everybody, then we'll see it. It'll be exposed. But until then, man, you can't go about it like that, man. I feel your passion, but you failed. And I can't, I just couldn't support it 100%. It's like 50% I supported. But 100% execution was trash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also been a plot twist that recently, after announcing that he is no longer with the WWE and WWE officially granting that release, after Myles said that they are treating him like slaves and the rest of the black people like slaves, Cedric Alexander's wife, who goes under Big Swole, who works for AEW, basically was welcoming him back to the Indies, and he responded by saying that he is trying to save Cedric Alexander from WWE as well. And it was just kind of, yeah.
What?
And and as we all know, he hasn't exactly had a very successful.
But he's had big, high-profile matches with AJ Styles. I mean, they're putting him in matches. He's not on.
But he also jobbed every time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, though.
He's not
Every time he gets into high-profile job, you see what I'm saying? It's not like he's like been killing it, except when he was on 205. But outside of that, what he's been doing when he was called up? He on Apollo Crews ship. That's what he's on right now. He's on the same black wrestler, dope, pushed back. That's it. Same cog.
I think
I'm sounding like Jordan Myles right now.
But I think it's more of not even so much of a color thing. I think it's just Vince likes big guys because you see, what's his name? Bobby Lashley. He gets a push. He gets a big story. He gets big wins. It's because
look at Bobby Lashley's story right now.
He's
Black Mamba. He's Black Snake Moan right. Man.
And don't forget the sisters. Remember the three sisters when everyone had
that
to
was
dress
cringe
in
as fuck. I remember that.
Was cringe as. Listen, his storyline is so tragic. Dude.
It is.
And I feel sorry for him, man, because he's been getting death threats too, man. He's been getting like America has really been like hell no with him on that, man, and it's like it's just disgusting. And I feel like he's above that. That's Bobby Lashley. He should be ready to fight Brock Lesnar in Survivor Series. But
that should have happened.
I
When
like
they first
Bobby
signed
Lashley,
him,
but
I thought that's what they were going to do. It just made sense because they could go from the MMA background, sort of like what they did with Kane. You know,
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, they're both MMA, both won.
He's got a better record. He's got a better record than Brock.
you're not going to see that. I was say you're not going to see Kane anymore till his knee's healed.
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him fucking Sunday. What are you talking about? Somebody's gonna run it. It's a no holds barred match, but we'll get to that. All right, so you know what? We're running late. I got people sending me messages. All right, so
We still got 2 pay-per-views to cover.
Exactly. All right, so damn, Dana, I know we got one last thing, but I guess we could just real
Jim
quick.
Cornette, maybe?
Cornette, that's the last one.
The last thing, Cornette got fired because he's a racist.
There we go.
Yay.
You know, he's always got some issues. He had lost his last job with TNA because he couldn't go to Canada when they moved to Canada because he had he's banned from the country and shit. So he's always got something. But the only thing I have to say is he doesn't give a shit because he could have easily apologized and say, "Hey, I'm from a different time." This is the second time he said that joke. He said it like 20-something years ago before.
Yep, he did.
You know, so it was a different. No one bigs back then, but it's a very PC time now. You know, you can't say certain things like that, especially not on YouTube, because before, you know, you have to look for the show. You know what I mean? You have to watch the product. Anybody could link and click on YouTube and watch this shit. You don't have to be a fan of wrestling to just click a link and be like, oh shit, look, what did he just say? You know? So, what were you going to say, Dana?
No, Jim Cornette went on TMZ, or TMZ picked it up, and basically he was saying that it was not a race joke, it was a starvation joke.
Either way, it comes off racist. Once you bring up chicken, white guy going through Ethiopia, come on now. That's straight. Now, if it was a black guy running with it, maybe you can get away with it. Say, oh yeah, you know, we got this big black guy running around and he doesn't care because he could beat anybody up if they come after him for the food. Maybe if you did something like that, still
like a fat black dude.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
that might be kind of pushing.
Yeah, you're still pushing it. He's still pushing it. He should have known better. This was very tasteless. He should have apologized right after he said it. He should, you know what? I'm an old dude, and that's some dumb shit I just said. Let's move on. That's it.
He refuses, by the way. He said he is not apologizing, and he's not sorry, and that it was a joke, and too bad. Suck up.
Yeah.
Dana, now did you see that there was a Twitter page that was made for Jim Cornette, and that Twitter page apologized.
It was
and
fake.
then Jim Cornette comes out and says that is fake. I didn't apologize. I'm secure in my racism. It was just like he was just all for it. He was just like, that's a fake page. And if you see anybody apologize, it's not me. I'm like, wait a minute. You still want to work, or are you just rich already? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
That's the thing. It's like his
thing was that he told the same joke over 30 years, and it's been on every network television.
Well, it wasn't that public, that joke, but when it's on YouTube, it's a different time. You know, there's some things you get away with. Shit, right now, if Triple H tried to bang a dead body again, You know, and casket, fuck. And Fox would cancel them. USA Network would cancel. It would be horrible. Horrible.
Ratings.
Yeah. No
rating.
Oh, man. All right. So there
Fuck
goes
that corpse.
We could go on and on about wrestling news because I'm telling you, it's like a soap opera that never ends, and there's not
still a bunch of news, dude. There's so much news, dude.
There is so much news. There's news happening probably right now. There's some wrestler getting a DUI, doing some fucked up shit in a bar. There's always something happening. Mm-hmm. But we're going to talk about this card. NXT, WarGames, The Butter Show. Everybody's hyped. I'm hyped. I can't wait. We got 2 big cage matches, double cage matches. But let's go with the what is it? We got 4 cards, 4 matches on this card. All right, so let's go with the singles match because this could be a quick one. Matt Riddle versus Finn Balor. All right, who do you got, Dana?
Matt Riddle.
So you think it's going to be a clean win? It's got to be, right?
Should
Matt
be,
Riddle,
yeah, it's got to be.
I mean, I don't see him getting. Yeah, it's a regular match too. I thought they were going to have some stips with this, but no, it's just a singles match. Yeah, it's just a standard match. All right. Rich, what about you?
I got Finn Balor.
Yeah, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, his first match as a heel.
That's right. That's a good point. This is his first match as a heel. He can't come off losing, but clean or dirty.
But okay, well, I say dirty. And just to protect myself, if Finn Balor loses this match, or he may,
No, man, we're treating this like OTB. This is it. You either say he wins or he loses. You can't put their own little stipulation and it's like, yo, I put 50 on one.
All right, so Finn Balor dirty.
All right.
But the feud is just beginning because Johnny Gargano is not medically cleared to compete yet. So
yeah, we definitely not going to see him run down. So there goes that. All right, what about you, Dan? What do you think?
I'm going Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. You think it's going to be a clean win?
It's going to be dirty for sure. And he's just going to solidify his. He's going to win. He's going to win on some garbage. And they're going to continue that charade.
Interesting.
Sure.
So far, 3 of you think there's actually going to be a clean win, either clean or dirty, but you don't think it's going to be a DQ. You think there will be someone's going to win
it will be a pin. They're going to be a pin, but it's going to be shitty. Yes.
All right, Mike, what about you? What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to be Finn Balor. He's going to come as like a different version of the Demon, and he's going to win.
Oh, a different version of the Demon.
That sounds too good for it to be WWE.
Well, no, because because Vince doesn't like the Demon. NXT loved the Demon.
That's why it's not happening.
No, NXT loved the Demon. They always pushed the Demon on with Finn Balor.
I think we're going to get something completely different. I'm sort of on the line of what you said, Mike, about a Demon, but I have a feeling we're going to see something else besides that. Maybe.
Yeah, so I said, like a different persona of the Demon.
Yeah, a different persona, but also I have a feeling he might be starting his own crew. I could see that. I could see some other people joining in. So I think he's going to win also, but there's going to be some interference by somebody maybe that's already on the roster or somebody who's jumped ship from one of the other shows. And that'll be a big surprise. Like, oh, what's he doing here? And he helps him. I think we could see something like that because some of the things that he's talked about whenever he does his little promos and he talked about, they're like, oh, about the club and you've done this. He was like, yeah, I've moved on from that. And it's like, oh, and he talked about being the prince. He made reference to that. Well, when he was a prince, he had a crew and he was in charge of the crew and then they took over. And I could see him trying to do that again, but with a new crew. And just say, you know what, fuck, all right, no, I'm not going on the Bullet Club. I'll make something new. Just like he did before. So yeah, either way, I see him getting over because, like Rich pointed out, it's like, this is him turning heel. This isn't quite. You can't have him lose, right? Even though Matt Riddle's getting,
just can't.
Yeah, and Matt Riddle got his big win for the week, and that was against Ricochet. It's a clean win. There you go. Poof, you got your win. Now you're gonna lose on Saturday, but don't worry, you still look strong because you beat Ricochet. So it's all right, and I'm sure it's gonna be a solid match. This is gonna be a good match. All right, so we got that one done. What's the next one? That's a lot of these. All right, so, yeah, man, do you think because there's 2 war games, within the double ring, they're going to be back to back, right?
That's what I think.
Right? Do you think,
2 main events, or basically 2 main
or
events.
do you open up with one? I don't know, because then, all right. So there's a weird stipulation. All right, well, let's go to the one that has the what if factor, and that's the Tommaso Ciampa with Keith Lee and Damian Dijax and the what if guy. Dijax.
I got it.
You murdered his name, man.
I did. But you know what? Because I know him from when he was in Ring of Honor. And I still say it the way they said in Ring of Honor. It's like I call him Damian Dijax. I just can't go with this Dijakovic. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't roll off the tongue. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he won.
Dominic Dijakovic.
That's what I'm saying. But he was Damian Dijax.
Yeah, it's almost like you want to say choke a bitch, but it's
yeah, but that was he won their version of a breakout tournament. He was like upcomer of the year, and they did a tournament, and he won, and he was the man. He had a manager, and he was doing his thing. So that's why I remember him, and I'm like, yo, he's not gonna stay here long. And sure enough, poof, WWE. As soon as that contract went up, they snapped him up. He's a big dude who does all the flippity flops. He reminds you of a younger version of Mike Awesome. Well, Mike Awesome used to do all those crazy shits, jacked up and could do all kinds of flips and dives and stuff. But
I'm gonna have to market that word, the flippity flop.
The flippity flops.
Yeah. So
wait a minute. Wait.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
What's the problem?
All right. No, this isn't a war game. No, wait.
That's a WarGames match.
This is a war game. Holy shit.
Yeah, WarGames.
This is a war game. You know what? I'm mixing this up with something else because I forgot.
So,
that's right. Because there's a lot.
Take his life, Dan. Take his life.
There's a
That's
lot.
twice.
All right. There we go. There's a lot on this. The reason why it threw me off because I'm looking at the card and then it said TBA. I'm like, to be announced. What do you mean? Wait a minute, that's right. There's a person missing. So it's not the next type because this is the war game match. This is the one where they're going against Undisputed Era, right? And
so can I go first?
Well, two things with this one though. Two things with this one.
Yes.
One, of course, who's going to win this? And two, who's going to be this mystery guy that joins?
Okay.
There you go.
So first and foremost, I'm going to make this real quick and easy. Undisputed Era is going to win it because the last time they had a War Games match, if I recall, they lost.
They did.
So you can't have them losing these matches, even though they probably should lose it, because they wreaked a lot of havoc. But I'm going to say Undisputed Era will win this match. And as for who the mystery person is, I only see one person. For some reason, people have overlooked this person because he hasn't been on TV. Velveteen Dream.
No.
Because if you recall...
He's out hurt.
No. Well, no, but here's the thing, though. If you remember, the storyline is he got injured off camera after he had that little segment where, the little video segment of Roderick Strong. But they beat him up off camera, and that was it. They took him off TV. That has been for what feels like maybe 2 months or so. So my thing is, this is the perfect person for that to be because he already has a bone to pick with the Undisputed Era, because of it's unfinished business that he has with Roderick Strong and of course everyone on that team who attacked him. So that is the only person I can think of that it would make sense for him to be on the team unless it's somebody who's making the debut or another person that I have overlooked.
But Rich, he's legit hurt. He's legit hurt. Like they said, it's a slow heal. In fact, they're having issues with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a legit injury. That's why they had to bring him off quick.
Yeah.
This is not a work or anything. This is it. This is
that's unfortunate.
Damn,
now.
Yeah.
So I like Velveteen Dream. But yeah. He's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. All right, Dana, what about you? All right, that was a good one. All right, Dana. No, don't worry. We'll come back to Dana. I'm sure she's having technical difficulties. Dan, what about you? Who you think's gonna win, and who you think's gonna be the mystery teammate?
Undisputed Era.
You think Undisputed Era? Okay. And what about the mystery guy?
That's it.
That's it. They don't have anybody. It's gonna be like, oh, no one.
It's gonna be a Raw person.
You think so?
I think it's going. Yep, I think it's gonna be somebody from Raw. It's gonna be probably Seth Rollins.
You think Seth Rollins is going to?
Yes,
Man,
he's gonna double.
Hey, this is your choice. This is your card. All right, so there you go. Mike, what about you?
It's going to be the Undisputed Era. It's going to win it. Probably dirty. And
All right.
special.
Well, it's all going to be dirty. They're in a double cage. I mean, anything goes, right? They're going
to. Right, anything goes. The person that's going to be special will be Aleister Black.
Aleister Black.
Interesting.
Aleister Black goes back.
So Aleister Black doesn't have a match.
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black doesn't have a match on Survivor Series. So
and you got Tommaso Ciampa there. You got Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic, and I mean it just makes perfect sense. Aleister Black. I mean he's been wanting to come out of the closet for a while now.
Yeah,
well,
wait a minute.
Come out the closet. Hold on.
That's it.
Come out the closet.
Clean that up.
Yeah, but they're sort of hinting at him and Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy teases him and knocks on the door and does that type of shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Dana,
that was stupid.
Dana, what about you? What's going on, Dana?
Passed out.
Dana?
She tapped out.
Dana? All right. There we go. All right, mine's... I have to agree with you guys. I really do think that it would be Undisputed Era, but I think we got... You ready for this?
Uh-oh.
You ready for this? You're back? All right, so
Dana, she's back.
Yeah,
right.
sorry, internet.
John Morrison. Boom. Johnny Impact.
Oh.
What? Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm feeling that Johnny Impact is going to make his debut. And this is it. He is going to, because one, he's gone from Impact. We all know that. And we have not heard from him since the rumors that he signed with WWE. And he disappeared. And no one knows anything. This would be the perfect way to bring him back. Because
So he makes his debut and loses the debut match.
No, he doesn't lose though. He's part of a team. That's what I'm saying. He's in there. He gets to do everything. He gets to pop. He gets to go all crazy. Somebody's gonna lose. Doesn't mean it'll be him. It could be somebody else that gets pinned. But I have a feeling this would be the best way to bring him in because everybody's gonna go nuts. Fans will remember him. It puts a spotlight on him. As opposed to how they usually do a slow build or a return. And it's like, oh, he has a match and we see him slowly start, beating everybody on the lower card. This is like, boom, we throw him in. He's with all the big boys. He's a main eventer on NXT. And then they can give him, they'll probably still be, John Morrison. They're not going to give him like what he's been doing with the other ones where he's like Johnny Impact and Johnny Mundo and stuff. So it'll probably just be John Morrison. But still, I think that's
a great pick.
So
great pick.
But yeah,
that is a good pick.
So I think that would be the big surprise, and it would make more sense just to have him there because either way. But you bring up the point because at first I was like, yeah, they definitely win, but like you mentioned, Undisputed Era, they lost the last one, and if they lose this one again, it just makes them look bad, unless Johnny Impact does something and changes all that, and then people don't give a shit. They're like, oh, damn, well, Johnny Impact showed up. Fucking went nuts. John Morrison, John Moon. Fucking too many names. He has too many personas. It's the same character, but with different names. Wherever he signs up. It reminds me of what RVD used to do with when he was Mr. Monday Night, and then he went to Mr. Friday Night. And did that whole thing. But, all right, Dana, what about you? What do you think is going to happen in this match?
I really like your idea. But other than that, I'm gonna have to go with, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be Ciampa.
You think Ciampa's gonna get the win, and it's gonna be that team? They have no name. That's the shit. It's like it's all Keith Lee and all. I still don't feel comfortable with this, with them teaming up like this in this type of situation, because I still see Ciampa as a heel. I understand they're giving him the baby face push and all that, but he's still a heel in my eyes. And it just makes sense for the Survivor Series, but it doesn't make sense here in this situation because they're like,
if you look at it,
and Dijax. I'm still gonna call him fucking Dijax.
Dijax.
That's it. That's just how I see him. I don't like this fucking name. They got to shorten it. If he goes to the main roster, if they ever take him out, you know they're cutting it. They're calling him Dom. Big Dom. It's gonna be some cheesy shit.
The
Watch.
Chokovich. It's the Chokovich.
The Chokovich. Oh,
Chokovich.
There you
it's
go.
the Chokovich.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna say.
Very PC of you, man. Very PC.
It's like you're saying you're a Chokovich,
cool
but it's like the Chokovich.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Because I mean, think about it. It's like technically everybody here on this team are heels except Keith Lee. So, because all the other guys on the other side, undisputed, they're all heels. So
Right.
Keith Lee is the only babyface, the legit babyface. Because even Dijax, he was a heel.
The Monster Champ is like neutral though.
Maybe now since his comeback from his injury, because everybody understands.
I mean,
as
when
we
he
call it
went to the
smart
main
marks,
roster,
everybody knows he had a fucking surgery that nobody should be coming back from. There's a lot of people on the sidelines that still refuse to come back. They had that neck surgery. And it's like the second one or some shit. Oh, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's second.
It's nuts. He doesn't give a shit. And I get it. Live your dream. That's what he wants to do. So, all right.
You want to die in the ring? Die in the ring. That's what I'm saying.
That's it. Yeah, it makes for good TV. So let's see. The next match, we got Pete Dunne, Killian Dane, and my boy, Damian Priest. Punishment Martinez. That's what I'm going to say. I'm keeping with all the ovals. Now, the winner of this gets a number one contender, becomes number one contender, and has a match the next night at Survivor Series. So you get 2 paychecks that weekend. So, all right. So, there you go. So I'll go.
2 paychecks.
You get 2 paychecks. You get double dip. So who wants a bonus check?
Someone's going to Taco John's.
Someone going to Taco John's. There you go. See, sponsorship deals right here. So let's see. I'll start this off. I think, and I'm just biased because he's my favorite wrestler so far of this year. Breakout talent. We have an award show. I'm giving it to him. Damian Priest. Because he was first this crazy demonic character in Ring of Honor. He even came in as the Punisher Martinez with that. But then he changed it up. And now he's like this super pop star, rock star, almost on the John Morrison type thing. But he's an ass kicker. And he has a very interesting look and moveset. And I think it works out for him. So I feel that they pretty much gave him the super push. He's only lost 1 match so far. So I have a feeling he's going to keep going on that push. And I see him...
First match was done, right?
No, that wasn't... Yeah, the first match he lost Dunn.
Yeah, he lost to Dunn.
Yeah, he lost to Dunn.
I remember he Dunn snapped his fingers.
Yeah,
he
snapped the fingers, and then I was in one. Yep.
Dude.
So, but that's why I see him winning this, because one, Dunn doesn't really need it. I mean, he's in the history books. He's in the history books for the longest reigning champion, European champion, and I think that was an accident. I think WWE just didn't realize that he had it that long. They weren't paying attention. Yeah, because it was. I think it was who was it? It was one of the announcers who brought it up, and after that, that's all they kept saying, because he was like, I think he's had it for a long time. Yeah, he has had his own time. And then I guess somebody in the earpiece said, you know what, he has had it for like some odd 100 days or whatever. Like, wow, that's the longest champ. He had the longest run since Hulk Hogan or some shit like that.
It was him and Asuka that had like the longest run.
Yeah, but they made more to point out Asuka's situation all the time. They didn't with Dunn. It was just like, oh shit!
Now they made Asuka look like a joke. But
it did, as if it didn't even matter. That's a shit.
Exactly.
That's it. It didn't even matter. It's sad. So because of that, and then Killian, I feel like he's just supposed to be, I don't know, he's filler right now.
Exactly. That's why I am with Killian. I'm like,
he's the one that's gonna get pinned. That's how this is gonna work. He's the one. They always have to have that one guy that's gonna take the fall, and they're not gonna do it to Dunn because he's still one of their top guys. That's why he's here and not in NXT UK. And then we got Priest. And that's why I think, it's going to be done. So, but I see Priest winning it. I don't see him winning at Survivor Series. I'll get to that. But I think he's definitely going to win this match. All right, Rich. Who do you got? All right, Dana.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. I was going to say. We got the 5 second rule.
Yeah. There's something going on with Discord. Okay. I want to say this. I really like Damian Priest. I'm very curious to see where they're going to go with his career, but I have to say, I don't think that they're going to give him a title shot this soon. No. So I say it has to be Pete Dunne. And even though I know you said made a valid point, they have already done a lot with Pete Dunne. They have proven a lot with Pete Dunne. But here's the problem: NXT UK is still on the USA. It's still on the network, which means a lot of people are not watching NXT UK. Which is why another NXT UK person is also on this card. So if you put Pete Dunne on a major pay-per-view, that'll get more eyes on NXT, but also people curious about what's NXT UK. So I think Pete Dunne wins it, and we'll talk about what happens at Survivor Series after that.
Mm.
Look at that look
All
that
right,
Adam's
Dan.
giving us. Like, what?
All right.
Give you that stink eye. Just give you that stink eye there, Dave. He's like, no, man.
Dana, who do you got for this match? What do you think is gonna happen? You think they're gonna keep giving?
I really.
Go ahead, change it up. Say Killian Dane beats both their asses. This is a squash match. 2 minutes tops. Shocks the world. She's speechless. Dan, what do you think? What do you think is going on?
I think Punishment Martinez.
There we go. Punishment Martin. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. I get what you're saying, Rich, but he's had he's already a made man. He's been to the top. He's had title shots. He's had the Adam Cole matches.
I personally would love to see that because it'll be a new matchup. Because we have already seen Pete Dunne go against Adam Cole before, but we have never seen him go against Adam Cole in a world title match. So I don't know, but yeah, listen, I'm not going to be mad if Damian Priest wins because I want to see him compete on get more opportunities. But we'll see what happens.
All right, Dan. What about you? What do you think's going to happen? Oh, you said it, Priest, Mike.
Yeah. I said,
right.
Damian. I thought you said Dana. Punishment Martinez is going to win.
That's right. You said Punishment. That's right.
I'm going to say Pete Dunne.
You said Pete Dunne. All right. You think he's going to pin Punishment? I don't think so. Or Priest?
No. I think we can all agree that Killian Dane is going to take the pin.
Killian's taking the pin.
Killian's taking the pin.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Popo's I got the lights off. I'm good. All right. All right, Dana.
You okay, Dana?
Dana's having technical difficulties. The cord is bumping her in and out and stuff. But I know she's also a Damian Priest fan. She's got the wallpaper and everything on her phone.
Bumping.
So I'm going to say on her behalf until she comes back.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. All right, so who do you think is going to win this one? Triple threat, number one contender.
Is this the one with Damian Priest?
Damian Priest, Killian Danes, and Pete Dooney.
Pete Dooney? Doon has to. Here's the thing. I really appreciate what they're doing with Damian Priest, and I really like his build-up, but I do kind of feel that it's a bit premature to have him go against, have the actual title match.
I mean, WWE don't give a shit about that. Look at your boy Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. Two matches, and he's fucking champ.
But he already was Bray Wyatt before that, though.
Yeah, but this is the Punishment Martinez. He was already somebody. He was there with the gimmick.
Nah.
See, I feel like if Damian Priest is going to win, then I want to see him go the full gamut and win the title also. Because it doesn't make sense to, because you can't. It doesn't make sense to give him have him win this and then lose to Adam Cole.
So you think Pete Dunne, if he wins this, is gonna win a Survivor Series? Is that what he's saying?
No. That's what I said. If he wins, I want him to win at Survivor Series. Just take the belt off of Adam Cole. But they're not going to do that.
No, they're not going to do
that.
I like the belt.
Here's the thing. I think a title shot is nice and good, and I don't have a problem with that. Him winning is not going to happen right now.
All right. We'll take that. So wait, Dana. So what's your pick? Killian? You said Killian Dane for the win.
I feel that it was going to be Pete Dunne, even though it's,
He's just going to break everyone's fingers, and he's going to get the pinfall. No, he's gonna break. I get it. Priest fingers. Priest just runs to the back to get medical attention, and then Dunn just beats the shit out of Killian.
Dude, that just gotta hurt. That just gotta hurt. Someone break your fingers like that.
Oh yeah, it doesn't heal within a week. That's all I know. That's how we know he's not really breaking the fucking finger.
You got it. You got it done.
That's one thing that I used to like about the boy from the Lucha Bros, Pentagon Jr. When he would break your arm, you were gone for a while. Like if you were going on vacation,
when he did that shit on Lucha Underground,
so that's what I'm saying. Whenever somebody was going on vacation, or let's say they were getting written off for the season, their arm got broke, and then they were gone, and that made perfect sense. They didn't show up the next week, to wrestle. They were done.
No, they were done for at least a month.
I just want to make this quick comment before you go to the next match. I'm totally fine with this being a triple threat, but if I was Triple H, I would have added Tyler Bate to this match since he already has a feud with Killian Dane, and then that would have been a lot more interesting as to who's going to win, because you got Bate and Dunn who are friends on they have to compete against each other also.
Well, then there you go. You just added a little stipulation. That's how Killian takes the pin, gets his ass whooped, because your boy jumps in, interferes, starts beating his ass outside, throws him in the ring, and then everybody gives him an ass whooping.
There you go.
So then that way everybody looks good, because then it's like, well, Killian, he lost. Yeah, but Bates started beating his ass, and he did. Oh well, yeah, I guess.
I mean, that would be.
That's how they're gonna do it. So everybody stays strong.
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates are good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there goes that. So that's it. We're all split on this show. The only thing we all agree on is that Killian is taking the pin. He's looking at the lights on tomorrow night. So there goes. He's the man. He's taking it one for the team.
Right.
All right. So this one, and I left this one for last because for some reason I feel, because that's been the thing when we have these big women matches, they're always the main event. Because they're advertising this as the first, which it is when it comes to this type of format. So I have a feeling it will be, which is Team Shayna with Bianca Belair versus Team Ripley. And she's got fucking everybody. Candice is in this. What's her name? This one, Mia Yim is in this. I forgot about that. Isn't she the one? She's in Tegan, yep. Isn't Mia Yim? She's the one dating Keith Lee. That's right. That's Keith Lee's girl.
Oh, really? I didn't know this. Wow.
Yeah.
Mia Yim's dating Keith Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Lee.
Yeah. This is tricky. This is really tricky.
She's a Blasian.
Yeah. So I'll save mine. Dana, you start off first, because it was Eddie last. Who do you think? Which team do you think is going to win? And do you think this is going to be a solid match? Because this is, I'll say my pick. But yeah, keep going. What do you think?
Can you repeat the match, because my internet is...
It's Team Shayna with Bianca and Belair, and then Team Ripley with Candice and Mia Yim.
Oh man, see, this is a hard
Tegan.
one. I don't know, because I like both the teams.
That's
and I really do. At the end of the day, I need for Ripley to take the title from Shayna. I feel like she's the most. Not most.
Well, this is just a
deserving,
team match. There's no belt on the line for this one.
But I want it to lead up to her getting that title shot. It's a fluid thought there. So, I would like for Team Ripley to win.
Team Ripley.
Ripley's, or believe it or not.
There we go. All right, you go over it. Mike, what about you? What team?
I'm going for Team Ripley as well. I like Rhea Ripley. I've always liked her since, NXT UK. She's a fabulous wrestler.
So you guys think Ripley's here to stay?
Oh,
yes.
I don't. I don't know why. I feel like she's just here. No, because I feel like she's gonna go back to NXT UK.
Nah.
I feel like she's just here, just like when they bring in Walter every once in a while.
It's
not for him to stay here.
Pete Dunne's with NXT UK.
I don't think so. I think
So Adam says it really is Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Believe it or not. Exactly. And I don't believe she's really here. I think this is to help get all the other chicks over, and she'll have like a few good matches. But then,
if you
sort
watch
of like a territory
UK,
thing.
If you watched NXT UK, she didn't really get much of a any spotlight over there.
Because she had the feud with, wasn't she the champ? Didn't she have a feud with Tony Storm?
She had a feud with Tony Storm, and that was it.
That was it.
That was it. She was like,
I don't know.
disappeared off of UK. She just like, bloop.
I'm wondering if this is a platform for her. They put a spotlight on her. She shines a little bit. She has some matches, and then they put her over on NXT UK because they still have to try to get that over.
Tony Storm's doing something else also. She's not even on.
She just showed up on SmackDown.
See?
Yeah, but you can't abandon the UK audience. You can't. That was the whole reason
they
why
abandoned
created
205.
that. Whoa. Two different things. Have you watched NXT UK has their own pay-per-view events, those takeover events, and those things are amazing. 205 Live is fucking. They pigeonholed themselves when they said, "Hey, you got to be little dudes."
I just now found out
it's canceled. Basically,
it's dead.
It's
they canceled tonight's show. They're on the way to the upper.
Oh, they're already dead.
They've already given everybody. Tony Nese is on NXT, and the title itself is now called the NXT Cruiserweight title.
I was about to say that because I was looking at the championship list.
Yeah,
and it says Leo Rush is NXT Cruiserweight champion. I was like, 205's dead. Yeah. It's finito, gone.
All right, Dan, what do you think? What team is going to win this?
Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee. Because Bianca Belair is like secretly my other wifey.
And she did murder Carmella, which was hilarious.
Wait a minute. Where's the other chick from the Four Horsewomen? Why is Shirai in this?
I don't know. She's in the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because remember, there's two chicks that she has with her. They're part of the Four Horsewomen.
They're not in it.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray.
Adam, they are too green. That's why they're not in this match.
Exactly.
They've been here long enough. Come on now.
Any team that Bianca Belair is on is a winner in my book. So I think they'll win. They'll win definitely dirty. And yeah.
It's got to get crazy. We're probably going to see tables, and we're going to see we definitely know we're going to see a moonsault from the top. That's a guarantee.
Probably from EO.
Yeah, EO's definitely going to pull that off. She don't give a shit. Hopefully they catch her. Right? We don't need to see any horrible accidents. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time from all these flipping and flopping from everybody that we see. Somebody takes a wrong dive or something. Nothing tops Ring of Honor. I forgot who it was that took that one where he did a moonsault from the outside, from the top turnbuckle to the outside, and both his shins hit the barrier. And he broke both of them. He broke both of them instantly. Oh, this was last year. Oh, it was disturbing.
That's terrible.
That is terrible. Right.
I put my hand in the air and said, "Medic."
Shit,
where's Sid Vicious at? He survived. Where's Sid Vicious at?
Well, that was one. Imagine both. Imagine that. Both of your legs.
I know.
That's what I said. I put my hand in the air and said, "Medic." Carry me off the stretcher now. I'm done.
But I need a sensu bean.
All right.
Exactly.
So overall, I think that it's going to be a good card. I think.
Well, hold on.
What? There's another one? That was it.
No, you didn't go to me.
I did. No, I didn't. Didn't we?
No, you didn't. No.
Out.
Because I have one other little wrinkle to add to this.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I say Team Baszler wins. However, I'm also going to throw this in here. Dakota Kai is not on this card. It looks to me like Dakota Kai is going to turn heel sooner or later, and she may get involved in this match. If not this match, this is going to happen after the match. But Dakota Kai may help them win if they don't get it done right now as the team right now. Because if you recall, she was supposed to be on this team, but she lost the match to Shayna Baszler, and then Rhea Ripley said, "Okay, we can't have you on the team. It's going to be Mia Yim." So that's going to definitely lead, because she keeps losing. They have her losing.
Now. She's got a friend now. a fellow friend from, I don't know if she's New Zealand. I think she's Australia.
What? Tegan Knox?
Yeah. Oh, she's
yeah, but Tegan Knox, Tegan Knox is on the team, but she isn't.
She made it.
So I feel like something's going to happen with Dakota Kai at some point.
So maybe she's under the ring. Maybe she's under the ring because don't they have to lock everything down? So either that or she climbs over the top and tries to get in, which I think will take forever for this type of cage. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But Team Baszler's winning because you have all the heels will look strong, and then as Dana said, Rhea Ripley will get her title shot after this whenever they have the next takeover or whatever. But before that happens, they have to lose. The faces have to lose at least one time unless they win. I could be completely wrong, but we'll see.
All right, there goes that. So I think it's going to be a good card, regardless. I think all the matches, they sound solid. And then the NXT roster, they usually perform. And they always have a surprise. That's the one thing. There's always one surprise, somebody coming back from injury, or they would show somebody in the crowd. And like, oh, remember when they used to do that? Bobby Roode and all of them was like, oh, look, he signed. He's holding up a ticket. Yeah, I'm here. They always showed something. So that's why I think John Morrison will get involved and they'll do that whole thing. I still believe he signed back with WWE. Just the fact that, because that guy is always working. You would always see him in some promotion do something. And ever since that rumor said, hey, he signed with WWE, he's been gone. You don't see him doing any appearances. He's nowhere. And that was the same shit that happened with Ricochet. It just disappeared, and then all of a sudden, poof, he popped up on NXT. They're like, yo, this shit was legit. In fact, I think it was Triple H that ruined it, because he said, oh, look who's here. And it was at a house show. And he posted a video on Twitter, and it was Ricochet who came out. I forgot who was called out, anybody in the back, and then Ricochet came out. So, there you go. All right, so then, here we go. Sunday, I think this will be the first match, because somebody has to fly back to Canada to watch his hunting show. And it's Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio. If Brock can get be the first match on the card, he would gladly do it, because he don't give a shit about being the main event. He's already getting the big check. All he cares about is finishing up, getting on his private plane, and going back to Canada. That's it. He's in and out.
Ouch.
So it's true. He's talked about it. That's it. That's why they put him in early whenever they can. Just get out the way so he can leave. He breaks the rules for everything. Sponsorship on the shorts, not having to stay and watch all the other matches. He doesn't have to talk to people. He doesn't have to follow dress code. He's just his own person. He's his own little bubble.
Yeah.
And it's because of that you hear so many of the wrestlers in the back getting all bitter. He's the main reason why Dean and all of them left, because they see all the freedom that he has to just do his own shit, and no one else can do it. And it's like, but why can he do it? Well, he's Brock. But why is he Brock? Why are you putting him on this high pedestal? And that's Vince. Vince just thinks that he's the biggest draw and he's the man and he deserves that. And that's fucked up. So because of that, that's why I see this as the first match of the night. And it's that anything counts, right? This is no holds barred.
No holds barred. Yep.
Bring it back. Zeus will be in the audience along with Hulk Hogan.
He said,
no holds barred. That was an awesome movie. 8 out of 15 stars. What a movie! So Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio, no holds barred. Anything goes. Dan, who's winning this shit? And it's gonna be fucking dirty. Crazy shit's gonna happen. How do you see it going down?
First of all, Rich.
Yeah.
I'm going to apologize now. Okay? I'm just doing it now, man, bro. I super respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say I love you enough. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, where's Adam going? Adam is leaving.
Yeah, because this shit is about to go down. First things first, and I know you're gonna edit it, but you know what I'm saying. I won't be mad.
Well, actually, I'm not gonna edit. I'm not gonna edit nothing. So yeah.
Oh shit. Well, here we go. Vince McMahon. Fuck you, dude. You know what I'm saying, man? Fuck you. And the reason why I say that is because I'm gonna take it all the way back to Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston championship. Brock Lesnar shits on his career. Okay, golden shovel out. You can see motherfuckers just sobbing at his downfall with Brock Lesnar, and then all of a sudden, tiny fucking Rey Mysterio. Since it's a no holds barred match, they're not gonna have Brock Lesnar just squash him. There's got to be weapons, and it's gonna go. It's gonna go to this. Even if Cain Velasquez, fucking Tito Ortiz, like, and all these motherfuckers run out and try to help, it's still a fuck you, Vince. Look what you doing, man. Look what you doing. Look how you did Kofi. Look how you did Kofi, man. You Kofi. Put up with every kind of bullshit that you can throw at him in this industry, and he gets the belt, and he does it, and he does it, and then you squash his ass like he's nothing, and then you giving Rey Mysterio all this fucking shit to possibly win it. Now, I'm choosing Rey Mysterio. I'm saying Rey Mysterio. Yes, Rey Mysterio's winning it. Everybody's gonna run out in WWE history. So you, Vince.
So I have to ask this question then. So when Rey Mysterio wins it, is he gonna cut a promo and say, "Yeah, man, I did this for my son, but I got some advice for Kofi Kingston. The next time you want to be Brock Lesnar, you got to use a lead pipe, man. It really works. It really works."
Boy, man, you just saved me from anger, dude. Because fuck you, Vince. Rey Mysterio winning it by every bullshit known to man. Rey winning it.
All right, Dana, what do you think? Rey Mysterio's winning this one, like Dan says. Things happening.
Who, me?
He said Dana.
Dana.
Oh, Dana. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Vince.
But you know what? She just passed. Mike, what do you think?
You know me. I'm sorry, Dan. I know you're gonna hate Brock Lesnar's winning.
You say it again.
You think Brock?
Can you say it again?
You want me to say it with a little chest?
Yeah, say it with your chest.
Brock Lesnar's winning.
So he's going to win. You think it's going to be a squash? You think this is going to be a short match?
It's gonna be a squash match. It's gonna be a squash match.
No way.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Dana.
You all
Dana.
said the same thing when Kofi Kingston.
Wait.
Hold on,
Dana,
I mean, you all,
Dana,
I know.
there's different rules in this one. Remember,
I'm
no
just
holds
saying,
barred.
Rich
They have
told
it.
me. Hell no. I'm just saying, Rich and Dan told me the same thing. When it was going to be Kofi versus Brock. That it wasn't going to be a squash match. And what was it? It was a squash match.
Well, yeah. I think we knew that
couldn't.
We knew that was going to be squash.
It, dude. I couldn't fathom it. I wanted Kofi to at least have 3 minutes. Damn. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't drop kick, run out the ring, slide in, do a dunk, and then get caught and then slam. He just got a ding, 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 rip, ding, ding, ding. Like, that is some absolute. I'm going to do it like what the fuck is his name? The British. That is absolutely bullshit. Like,
it was so bad. I'm telling you, it was so bad that he called me here. Like, Mike, why? Why is your boy Brock Lesnar doing that to my boy?
I
didn't say that. I said
that
Mike,
loss
you failed.
That loss did teach a very valuable lesson. For any married couples out there, for all the men out there, make sure that it's not that fast when you're in the bedroom with your woman, because that's not a good look. That's not a good look.
Oh, man. Dana, what do you think, Dana?
Pass.
Well, what I think Brock Lesnar sucks.
Whoa.
Wait, huh? Hold
She
up.
thinks Brock Lesnar sucks. There we go. See, but I heard her. There she is.
Dude.
You got to fill
Your
it, Dana. You got to fill it.
existence
Something.
right now.
I did. That was my best impression of Dana.
There we go.
Child.
That was with a quick tag.
I hate all of y'all. No, it's not going to be a squash match. I don't see it this time. I see it's going to be some type of DQ BS going down.
Yep.
And
Fuck you, Vince.
I see. What's his face? The tall guy that nobody cares about, Cain Velasquez. He's getting involved.
100%. He had already walked out with Rey Mysterio. He basically solidified the deal. Fuck you, Kofi. And basically, Kofi, you'll never have respect. And just sucked the life out of it. And then said, we're going to transfer the life to Rey. And Rey Mysterio is going.
He had the belt for a while, Kofi. He had a good run, and he made some
here's
money.
the thing: I was accepting the fact that he was going to. Yeah. I was accepting the fact that he was going to lose to Brock Lesnar, but the way they went about it was a travesty. And then now they're giving tiny ass Rey Mysterio the biggest fucking opportunity ever. You get all the weapons. You get Cain Velasquez. You get the baby oil. You get all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like they just gave. Hey, here, Ray. We'll give you everything in the kitchen sink, you little fucker. And he's got everything. And what did they do, Kofi? Kofi, we gonna make you lose it on SmackDown. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. Like, and I'm not even a huge fan of New Day. I just don't like bullshit. And that was pure bullshit. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
All right,
Sorry,
Dana. What do you got, Dana? Dana, what's going on? What do you got with this? There are 8 matches.
You said it was Cain Velasquez.
You said Cain. What? Cain's not even in the match. You know what? Hard pass for you.
I said he's coming down in here. There's a whole monologue about how Cain Velasquez is going to get involved.
But even if he does get involved,
Rey Mysterio's, what is it, Humberto?
What you call me?
Humberto Carrillo.
So
isn't that his son? His son and Cain are going to get involved, and he's going to win.
His son and Cain get involved. So that's what you think. His son and Cain get involved, and he wins, and he gets the title because this is a title shot.
He gets the title.
Rey Mysterio's winning the fucking.
He's winning.
Or until Monday after summer. What is it? Yeah, Survivor Series.
All right.
Fuck you, Vance.
All right, Rich. What about you? What do you think's gonna happen?
Okay. I think there have been some good picks thus far, but I'm going to go in the opposite direction. I think that this is obviously a feud that will continue because I know there was a report that said that this is not going to, it's going to continue. So Brock Lesnar's going to win. He's going to beat the hell out of Rey Mysterio, and he's going to beat the hell out of Dominic once again. And if he beats the hell out of Dominic, I will enjoy that for sure. Because he is good.
I will enjoy, but.
All right. No. So you got Brock. All right, Mike. Who do you got?
I said Brock Lesnar.
Oh, he said Brock Lesnar.
All right. So everybody here. All right, Brock. I think Dana, you were the only one that didn't say it. All right.
I said Rey Mysterio as
you
well.
You said Rey too. Oh,
you said Rey Mysterio.
I had to take a bathroom break.
Because he's bullshitting right now.
I've been
Rey Mysterio getting ready to retire too. He got to get the belt before he goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. So my pick, and it's going to be Brock, and the reason it's going to be because Damian is going to interfere, and he's going to open up a can of whoop ass on his dad, and he is going to
I like that.
He's going to be a new Paul Heyman guy. And this is how they're going to give him the push. Because
I like that.
We already know Ray says that he wants
that
to
sounds
help his
too
son.
Good for WWE. Dude.
But no, this is it. This is not WWE. This is Ray.
That's a Adam. That's a Adam writing.
This is that's
not WWE. That's Adam.
And I'll say
30,000 times better than WWE.
And I'll tell you the reason why, though. Because the whole reason why that Ray is even in the WWE is because of his son. He wants to get his son in wrestling, and that was the deal. I'll come back, but you help me get my boy over. Don't worry about the training. I'm going to help him. Lance Storm is helping him. He's got good people getting him ready for this. And the best way to do it, obviously, is to have a serious feud. Who do you trust feuding with your boy besides yourself? You know what I mean? You're going to know how to work with him. He's going to learn from you being in the match. So
I'm down with that.
Fucking good, dude. It sounds too fucking good.
It sounds too good, but this is from the way they describe it and the way he always pushes it about why he came back whenever he talks about it. It was to open up the door for his son. And this is it. He has that opportunity to do it, and he's going to do it. And he always says it. I do it for my kids. I do it for my kids. Because he had no plans of ever coming back to WWE. You know, that was it. He was done. He was tired of the travel, but this is
Dominic
his
is
kid.
going to join forces with Brock Lesnar.
So when they're there, he's going to come down, and out of nowhere, he's going to backstab his dad, and he's going to start kicking his ass. And he's going to do some new finisher that he's learned over with Lance Storm. He's going to do something, and Brock is going to pin him, and everyone's going to be shocked. And either he's going to link himself with Paul Heyman, or he's going to grab the mic next week or Monday and do a shoot promo. It's like, Dad, you know what? You've always been a little guy. I'm a big guy. I can't follow in your footsteps. I can't do the flips and flops and stuff like that, but I could do the ass whooping like Brock. And I'm
whoa.
And the only way to
It's
prove
too good.
it is
It's too
to
good,
kick
dude.
your ass. And they're going to have a feud. And this is how he's going to teach his kid how to wrestle. And we're going to see
it's
it
going
on
to-
that level.
it's-
And this will be it. Well,
like
this is my pick. That's what I'm saying.
Rey
So-
Mysterio winning it and then losing it on Monday to Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the angle.
It's not
Because
happening.
if
That is the angle.
If he
Yo.
wins, if Rey wins, where does it really go? Like you said, you're already talking about him dropping it next week. It doesn't really go anywhere for him to win. It doesn't do anything for the business.
See, Rich has got a point. He and Adam's got a point. Like I said, the fuse is going to continue.
Yeah.
And
You have to
and we already know that
understand
when
that
Kane-
WWE is not good. See,
All
the,
right,
stuff,
all right.
the, the, the stuff that you guys are talking about is like I absolutely would support it.
I
But
understand,
that's
Danny.
not what's
All
happening.
right.
What's going to happen is Cain Velasquez is going to come out.
He's not going
He's going to help Rey Mysterio.
He's not.
Then
Danger,
we're
dude.
going to have the belt on Monday. He's going to lose it to somebody who literally will piss you off. It's going to either be Baron Corbin,
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, or Dolph Ziggler. It's going to be one of those three that's going to take it, and then Rey Mysterio's son will come out and hit him with his finisher and says, "Dad, you're a disappointment. You failed me. I'm a Lesnar dude," and that's how they're going to do it. They're not going to do it the beautiful way. They're going to do it the shitty way.
The shitty way. Speaking of shitty way, then, when it comes to Adam Cole going against whoever wins the triple threat match, you guys said pretty much Pete Dunne. So you think that's going to be the match, and we all agree that sounds like I'll go first with that because I don't think it doesn't matter. I think Adam Cole's going to win. Doesn't matter who wins that triple threat. I don't see Adam Cole losing. He's not going to win his title, so I'd say Adam Cole. Rich, what about you? Who do you think's going to win?
Adam Cole, baby.
All right,
Exactly.
Dana.
Cole,
Cole.
baby.
There we go. All right, Mike.
Undisputed era,
There
baby.
we go. All right, and that's the thing. It's like, all right. Well, yeah, they'll probably get involved to help out.
You know they
They'll
will.
probably
Well, no. Well, they're going to be busy, though. All night. They're all going to be busy.
Yeah, well,
So I
they're
don't
going
know
to
if
be
they're gonna get
they're
involved.
going to be in the building. So,
They'll
Dan, what do you think?
they'll
Adam
help
Cole?
Adam.
You're going Adam Cole. Too?
Adam Cole. I'm not saying baby.
All right,
I said
okay.
Come on, Danny. Come
right,
on, Danny. Say baby.
Adam Cole, baby.
There you go.
Here's another title match. We got The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan for the title.
Oh.
Squash match.
You know, again.
Dolph Ziggler winning that
Yeah,
match.
you know, because he's not far off from the truth. Because right now they're pushing the Fiend like he is fucking Michael Myers. That he just can't go down. He can't.
So,
You put on a mask. Who was it that said it? Was it Finn Balor? He said, "Yo, you put on a new mask and you get a shot to the top as the top guy, like some shit. You give him a title shot, and it's true.
Yeah.
It is true.
That was excellent.
You know,
That was an excellent promo.
yeah, excellent promo and a little bit of a shoot in that because it's true.
Yeah.
It's fucking true. Because
Yeah.
as much as believe me, and I know a lot of guys. I got a buddy of mine. He is all on the bandwagon. He wants a Funko Pop. He wants all the toys. He wants. He loves this, and he's like always sending me videos. I'm like, I'm not that high on it. I get it, the mask and all, but it's still the same character. It just. It's not doing it for him, especially the way they introduced him. Like I said, the Michael Myers. Like he just kicks a whooping. You can give him finishers. He's kicking out at one. You know, when you do that,
So
you ruin it because that was the whole thing with the Undertaker. because
Still like
they
the
put
Fiend,
themselves in a bad
I think
spot.
that's what they're doing too.
I like the Fiend though.
They talked about that, and even Undertaker talked about it. That at first it's cool, but then it ruined a lot of other characters because he was kicking out of finishers. He was doing the sit up like nothing faced him. When you do that, it's like, who can he go against then? Now you start shrinking that pool of potential opponents, and so then you're always looking in the outside. You know, yeah, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, he can, if he can beat Brock Lesnar, he gonna beat Bray Wyatt.
You know what I mean? So it's
no, Adam, you know the answer to this question.
oh, it's the big dog.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, this is the guy that they're gonna say, one spear. Oh, Bray Wyatt doesn't get up again. That's it.
Yeah,
that's the end game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
that would kill if anything could kill the Fiend, that'll kill the Fiend right there.
so that's what I'm saying. It's like,
you'll watch him go from star to go right down the toilet.
It's a
motherfucking
it's a fun gimmick, but I feel that if they go down this superhuman road, it's not going to end up well because he's not going to have valid feuds. He's not going to have
hold on.
Legit.
So are you saying on Sunday you don't want to see Daniel Bryan do that running knee about 12 times and then Bray Wyatt gets up every single time?
He makes not only does he make the move look weak, he makes wrestling look fake. If he does that, he makes it straight up fake. Because you got
this dude like
the whole key,
the fourth wall with that one, dude.
The whole key to wrestling is you gotta learn to sell and you gotta learn to just sell bumps. Selling bumps makes matches. If you can't sell, no one wants to watch. And if he no sells these shits, then why are they going to look forward to the next match against Joe Schmo, whatever move he does? Because they're like, for what? You know, he can get up from fucking 15 curb stomps. He can get up from whatever amount of knees to the head. It doesn't matter. He's a monster. He's undefeated. At least with Undertaker, there was an off button. And that off button was the urn. If you took that urn, he shut down, remember? And that's how they explained it.
Back in the old days, though.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't have that with this. Bray Wyatt is just going to be a fucking monster. He puts that mask on, he's undefeated. You can't destroy him. You can't destroy him. You have to let the ref stop the fight. But he
That's right.
And he'll
when Paul Heyman was gone, but when Paul Heyman left and everything, Undertaker still kicked out of finish.
No, yeah, they actually had to do it. But the way they
Me personally, I think this is because they already know Undertaker's on his way out. This is
on his way out. He's gone. He's not doing
I mean, he still has his one match a year, but I mean, this is what I think Vince is doing. They're like, look, you can take Undertaker's position. You could be that guy.
No.
And speaking of Undertaker, he does have his interview with Steve Austin right after this pay-per-view on Sunday.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's that podcast. Yep.
It'd be funny. I mean, we would probably already heard, but it'd be funny.
And
like the lights go out during the podcast, and then Bray Wyatt just attacks him with the claw. during the podcast, I'd buy that for $1.
And you don't have Kane no more either, so he's got to be that demon.
Because that's the thing. He shut him down. He did that to Kane, and he sent him back to
Well, I mean,
Knoxville.
Kane's a governor now. He's a governor.
No, he's a mayor.
A mayor, whatever. He's the mayor of Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, not even Tennessee. Knoxville, little town. That's
hey, it's not a little town. That's my hometown.
That's not your hometown. You're not from Tennessee.
Yes, I am. I'm from
whoa.
Shit, I saw your bio on Wiki. It did not say that. All right. So wait.
I'm a country
Tim,
boy.
Who was up to? Who gave? See, I lost track. Dana, did you pick? Did you pick who's going to win?
I didn't pick.
All right.
Who are we voting for?
It's your pick. You can say whoever. You can say the ref wins. It don't matter. It's who do you think is going to win this?
The match.
The Fiend versus Daniel
Bryan.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel that at this point, it's important for Bray Wyatt to win because so far he's been made to look like a booty butthole. And
this is also a title match. There's no way he's going to drop it to Daniel Bryan. Hell, he didn't even get to keep his hemp belt that long.
So it just doesn't make any sense for him to lose after coming off of that atrocious match that WWE isn't even acknowledging.
Well, he had another match. Remember, that's how he won the title over at the Crown Jewel.
And then that's how he won. But previously it was that terrible match that the WWE is not using.
All right, so The Fiend. Rich, what about you?
Oh wait, Dana's not finished.
Oh, she's not.
Right?
Oh, all right. Keep going, Dana.
Yeah.
It cut out. It cut out. No, it cut out. I heard.
Not the female.
No,
No, so
I could be female too. Nobody knows. God damn, look at this. Just trying to make it like you're the only one here. We don't know. No one knows. We try to keep this, neutral. Pulling back the curtain, Dana. What's up with you?
Oh. Whoa.
I can't even respond to that. Yeah, Bray. It's Prince Bray.
Prince Bray? What the? Two different gimmicks, Dana. Two different gimmicks.
That's what I heard. Prince Bray.
Bray Wyatt.
All right.
And yeah, the Fiend.
Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
But do you think he's gonna do the whole monster thing? He's gonna be one of those where he just gets his ass whooped, taking all those,
Well, he has,
and he's just gonna get up.
He gonna beat the hell out of Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think he might Brock Lesnar him.
All right, Rich. What about you?
Oh, very simple. Let him win. Let him win.
Let him win. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You
The
think-
Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
You
That's
think he's
it.
gonna bring out the Acme hammer that he's?
Oh, he won't need that. He'll just beat the hell out of Daniel Bryan. But let's hope he don't beat up Daniel Bryan too badly, because then Daniel Bryan, I'm sorry, but I have to stop my wrestling career because I got my ass whooped too hard by Bray Wyatt. So,
All right.
yeah, Bray Wyatt's winning, obviously.
Bray Wyatt. If Dan, what about you?
Bray Wyatt for sure. They're still pushing him. Fox already got that cash pushed in for Bray Wyatt. So absolutely Bray's winning that. They can't make him look weak. You already know, and he's got to be super strong. He's got to be at the top of that food chain on SmackDown. So Bray Wyatt retains.
Bray Wyatt. All right, Mike. What about you?
Bray
I think
Wyatt.
we're all in agreement. Yeah, that's
Bray
see,
Wyatt.
like that's why. This
But
is
can
what I'm
they get
saying.
the-
This is what I'm
Can they
saying.
give my man? Can they give my man an oxygen tank when he wrestles?
It's a.
I mean, come on. Last time you watched him wrestle, when he was wrestling with Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
and he took those 14 curb stomps and shit, you could hear him through that mask go,
Oh,
sucking wind, and they're like, look.
it's got to be super hot. It's got to be
I'm like,
super
dude.
hot. And
So hold on. So are you saying, Mike, that this is why he yells when he attacks
Maybe.
It's for breathing. It's for
He
breathing.
does the mandible claw?
Exactly.
In the history of
He's got to get that air out.
in the history of wrestlers that wore heavy masks, thick masks like that, they've all complained that it's hard to breathe. That's why they always shrink it down.
You can hear him.
We've seen Kane
You're
shrink
like,
his
damn,
down.
dude.
We
Get
see
some action for this
Mankind
man.
shrink his down. We see a lot of the lucha wrestlers, they shrink theirs down because it's very hot, and that is thick. That is thick latex rubber that he's wearing on that
Damn
mask.
right.
What was it? So it's the same guy that does the mask for Slipknot.
I mean,
And
I'm just worried about
heard
he's
the
going to have a
clown-
heart attack in the ring or something.
The clown had talked about how his mask smells like hot shit, right? And he talked about it's almost impossible to clean the inside of the mask, right? Because of that. But it's extremely hot. And here it is. That guy, if you don't know, he plays the drums on there, so like little bongo things on the side. And it's like once you're just doing that, moving and standing and doing, it's just the heat. Now, just imagine doing that wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, man, it's tough. It's very tough, and it's a different way of wrestling because we don't see facial expressions. So we don't know if it's hurting you or not. So you have to show us by your body language. And if you're always sitting up, you're making it look like a monster, like nothing's phasing you. So I don't know. They're going to have to come up with something. I remember when we first talked about it, when he was going to debut, I really didn't think he was going to wrestle with the mask.
Oh, I know. I remember you
I
saying
did
that.
not think that was going to be possible. And I think eventually they're going to figure out a way to just simplify it, do something. They're going to have to do
Some
something.
face paint on or something. I don't know. The dude needs to breathe because I'm afraid he's going to die of a heart attack or something.
But what we just said, I think is going to be the issue for every pay-per-view match that he has going forward. Because think about it, it's gonna be the same shit. All right, he goes against AJ, who's gonna win? You know what I mean? Oh, he's going against Ricochet, who's gonna win? You know what I mean? When you build up a monster like this type of gimmick, the only way to beat it is with a gimmick that's compatible, and that was the whole thing we saw with Mankind. That's why they created Mankind. They needed another monster, and then
so Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, in Vince's eyes, he's a monster. In our eyes, he's not. He's a football player who knows how to do a spear.
Oh, God.
He's not a monster. You know what? Bring back Mordecai. Let's do that. Let's try that one more time.
Boogeyman. There you go.
Gangrel.
They need Gangrel. Gangrel can still go, I heard.
She said Gangrel.
But that's what I'm saying. We need a gimmick, a scary gimmick or something like that can work. They got the guys that can do it.
So Aleister Black? Can Aleister Black?
Aleister Black, yeah. Absolutely.
They can have him win the Royal Rumble, and then he can go against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania.
You know, what they first need to do with Aleister Black is take the mic away, because the motherfucker should not talk. He can't talk. This is no knock on him. But the character, when he was Tommy End, he never talked. His talking was in the ring. He just came in with that dead eyes, and he just kicked your ass. And when he started Aleister Black, the gimmick, same thing. NXT member, just come in, kick your fucking ass, and then walked out. Right. Then all of a sudden, they started putting him in a suit and have him doing promos in the ring. You're killing the gimmick. That's not what we want to see. You have him come out in a fucking coffin that's rising up and shit. I don't want him in a fucking three-piece suit shooting a promo in the ring. No. No.
Yeah.
No.
You know? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him, like you said, in the closet and having somebody playing knock-knock jokes on it. It's like, no, that's not what I want to see from
the closet.
No,
I can say.
Exactly. I want him to be, he should be just like The Fiend, but obviously he takes damage and stuff, but they built him up so that way they can have a good feud. So, but
Luke Harper.
Yeah,
Luke Harper.
Luke Harper. Who knows? And, all right, so the next match. This one, this is going to be, I think it'll be the match that steals the show, but there's no title on the line. I guess because everybody has a title. And if somebody won, then they would win both. And this is AJ
That's one thing I noticed. That's one thing I noticed. There's no titles on the line except for, I think, Adam Cole?
Well, no, we just mentioned two. The Fiend, that title's on the line.
And
Adam Cole.
The world title
and Brock.
And the Universal.
Okay, three titles then.
No. Yeah. So Shinsuke versus AJ versus Roderick Strong. I think this is going to be a great match. I think they're going to, if they're given the time. That's the problem here. Time. Especially when you have a triple threat. You need time. And obviously a lot of time is going to go to the actual Survivor Series matches. But I think this could be a classic. Because they're all three great workers. And they all know how to take bumps and sell. So,
it's going to...
Yeah. So with this one, it's a toss-up. I'll just toss this fucking table line up. Shinsuke wins.
Oh, whoa.
That's it. It doesn't even matter really who wins this. Because like you said, there's no title on the line. And this is going to be a solid match. You know,
I'll start. It's going to end in a DQ.
You can't do a DQ.
I mean,
man, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious, dude?
I mean, it's possible.
Like fucking Juicy Smollett right now.
Don't worry. We're going to edit that shit out. We're editing that out. We're editing that out. All right. So for those who just tuned in, Mike just said Roderick Strong.
I did not say Roderick Strong.
There we go.
He said, "Here's words in your mouth."
All right, Dan, who do you think's gonna win?
Jeez.
I'd say
like, are you fucking serious, boy?
I know. I can't fucking hear you, dude. Shinsuke. I think Shinsuke's gonna do it because, like you said, Adam, there's literally nothing put up. You know, it's just a match. So
it's for street
AJ's
cred.
not taking the pin. I can tell you that AJ's not taking the pin. So it's going to be Shinsuke winning for sure.
Dana.
think the match is going to be phenomenal either way, but I'm going to have to go with Shinsuke as well.
All right. Rich?
I think they showed their hand tonight. The fact that they showed that now Shinsuke has a redesigned Intercontinental title, even though this is not a title match. I like Shinsuke as the pick, but I'm going to go with AJ Styles. Yeah, because I think AJ Styles is defending his title on Raw Monday night against Humberto Carrillo. Yeah. So and I find it interesting that they're having that match again. So I don't know if that means AJ is going to lose that title, but I say AJ is probably going to win. But yeah, it's a toss up. It can go either way. But my pick is AJ Styles.
All right. I'm just trying to. All right. Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess we can go with that. Why not? Let AJ win. That's the thing. It's like the only person, I'm thinking about it again, the only person that could get anything out of this would be Roderick Strong, and it's not for him personally. It's just for NXT as a brand. And if they're trying to make it seem like because these are all champions, and if they're trying to put some street cred on the North American title, for those who never watch NXT, don't even know what the hell the North American title is, I'm like, well, okay, the guy who's the champ over there with this belt, which is like an Intercontinental title, he won. So that's the only thing. Well, maybe, yeah, I'll change my pick. Roderick Strong. Because he's the only one that has anything to gain from this. Because then he could brag about it, and then he puts the spotlight on it. Because I'm sure it's going to be a good match. And it's like, oh, NXT wins one. Right? Because they're still doing that. Because I remember in the last one, they had like scores and showed like Raw and SmackDown and how many they won. You know, so this so far, I think it's going to be the only match that we've talked about that actually plays into the Survivor Series element.
All right.
Yeah, and they have 5 matches that. So I guess somebody gonna win, break the tiebreaker or something.
All right, it might not end into a DQ. How about a draw? Because I still say OC is going to get involved with AJ Styles, and so is Undisputed Era. They're going to get involved with this whole match.
Yeah, that's a good theory.
That's what I'm saying. It can end in a draw. That's why I said DQ, draw, whatever you want to call it. Because AJ Styles got OC, and Roger Styles got the Undisputed Era. Who's Shinsuke got? Nobody.
Yeah, he got Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Winner, chicken dinner. Then there you go.
All right. So while we're talking about that, the next one is an actual Survivor Series matchup with Raw, SmackDown, NXT. This is the male team here. We got Raw with Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. Who else is in this damn match?
Ricochet.
There we go. Ricochet's in this. Kevin Owens is in this. With SmackDown, we got Roman Reigns is in this. Mustafa Ali, the Little Mac, Shorty G, which I just don't understand. That is just I don't know. Okay, Braun Strowman, that could be a big one. King Corbin, I still don't get the King shit. I just don't think. Just kill it. Just kill it. It just doesn't work. And that's the shit. He's on the same team with Roman Reigns after all the shit we just saw. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I know, that was so fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But here's the other part that doesn't make sense. And it could be fun, depending. NXT is to be announced. We still don't know who's part of that team.
Okay, so I have a question about that. Because I thought they revealed that information. But I haven't really been able to find that information.
Because that's what, while you were doing this, that's what I was looking. I can't find anything. It still says to be determined for the NXT's team.
So it says on the Wikipedia I'm looking at.
So at one point, I heard that the team was going to be Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, which is not accurate because Adam Cole has a match now.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle, which is a possibility, I guess, assuming. Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic. There you go. I got the name correct.
There you go. See, there you go.
And another interesting pick, which Walter. Since Walter already had a match against Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw, but that's why I said I haven't gotten any confirmation of this, so I don't know what the team is. So,
well, that would be cool, but then I think that's throwing a curveball just for the audience. Because they're like, wait, who's this dude? What's going on? Oh, he's from NXT UK. What the hell is that? What's NXT UK? They haven't really focused on that. We saw it once when they were in the UK recently. And they had them run down. But that was it. It was just a run-in. And then they never mentioned it again. So
you can't have NXT versus NXT UK. It just confused people. So for right now, NXT is
that's
the umbrella.
So you think this is going to be names that we've already seen? It's not going to be, because it's got a man. Who else could it be?
I mean, I think people are just excited in general for NXT, even if they don't know who they're rooting for, just because it's not Raw and SmackDown again.
Who else could it be? All right, well, let's just say, all right, out of the three, Dana, who do you think is going to win? Which team is going to win this one?
NXT.
Oh, NXT, even though you don't know who's on the team.
Oh,
there we go. All right. You think whoever shows up is good enough to take on Roman Reigns? Are you serious? And Shorty G? Are you serious? Do you see the quality we got in this? Oh, man.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, so it's going to be NXT. It has to be. I mean, even though we all know Vince will probably throw an ego fit, and it'll be Raw, but it needs to be NXT. NXT is kind of the underdogs. They're not well known, even though they are the best thing that's going for them right now. But I think that they just, it would be good for them to win.
All right, Dan, what about you?
Team Vince's boys.
Team Vince's boy. Well, he's got two teams on this one. So
Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, King Corbin,
SmackDown team. All right.
Shorty G. Yeah.
All right. Mike, what about you?
NXT.
NXT. All right. And I think, again, this is my Adam booking, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, Dan's going to say, this is too good. There's no way it's going to happen. The other teams come down to the ring, and they're waiting for an NXT music hits, because remember, that's how it usually works. It's not individuals, right? It's the show music hits. Kevin Owens, who's already up there, rips off his shirt and is wearing an NXT shirt. Mustafa Ali rips off his shirt. He's wearing an NXT shirt.
Oh, whoa.
And then we have a few other dudes that already come down, and that's how they fill it up. Or maybe the other guys from NXT show up and they're like, oh, they're short a few. And then that's how it does it. And it's like, what's going on? It's an imbalance. It doesn't fucking matter. Because they've done that before. Remember, they did that. There was Big Show who did that, where he jumped ship during the match. And he ripped the shirt off. And he was part of the other team. And I have a feeling that they'll pull something like that, because they hinted with Kevin Owens a while ago. It was actually last week, remember?
Yep.
With Triple H saying, hey, they didn't want you. And this and this and that. And yeah, we saw him get attacked in the ring and the whole thing. But, they could play that off. That was a work to throw off the scent. But we've heard the rumors of Kevin Owens going there for the longest. Hell, he even tweeted that. Remember with the code, with the numbers? And if you look at the numbers, it came out that it was NXT. So he was even hinting that he was going to go over there. But then eventually it turned out that it was Finn Balor. But I think it was just they needed a little more star power because of the whole AEW thing. So I still think Kevin Owens is going to go there. I think everything is still pointed. So that's my thing.
So your pick is Team NXT then?
Yeah, Team NXT mixed up with some of the guys from Raw and SmackDown. They jump over. That's how that whole thing happens.
Okay, so let me just say this real quick. That's an excellent theory, and I think that's great. If I was to make a choice, if that doesn't happen, I'm going with Team Raw. Because I feel like they're going to do something. I feel like they're eventually going to do something with Drew McIntyre, even though there is no evidence of that. Kevin Owens, I would love to see him jump ship. And then, of course, they're teasing this whole Randy Orton Ricochet. Is Randy Orton the good guy now, or whatever the crap? So obviously, it's going to be some stuff that happens. The SmackDown team, the Shorty G gimmick is complete garbage. Yeah. So that's what the G stands for, garbage. And obviously, Roman Reigns and King Corbin are going to have issues because they're on the same team. So SmackDown, no.
Yeah.
But the NXT, we'll see. Because, again, they didn't make it clear. Obviously, something's going to happen major in that because since they didn't announce it.
Or maybe they don't even know because, like we mentioned, a large majority of them have some crazy-ass matches at WarGames, and they might end up getting injured.
Yeah.
So
That's
they
true.
may not be able to make it. So they're like, before we start calling them out, saying they're in here, let's just put this down. So
Yeah, you're right, because even on the official WWE website, it still says to be determined. You're right.
They don't know. They don't know what's going on. All right, so here's another one, sort of like what we saw with the title with Shinsuke AJ and Roderick Strong. This is for the tag. This is just for street cred. We got Viking Raiders versus the New Day versus Undisputed Era.
This is easy.
This is easy for you. So who do you think's gonna win?
Viking Raiders, hands down.
Viking Raiders.
Yeah, it's not Kofi and Big E because we already know Vince doesn't respect Kofi anymore.
Okay.
So New Day, it's not about. Yeah, I was mad that the Revival wasn't in this match because I think that could have been a far better match having Revival, Undisputed Era, and Viking Raiders. So, Kofi, nope, and Undisputed Era. They have been looking dominant, for the last couple of weeks. So I feel like Raw the Viking Raiders, in my opinion, should win this match. But that's my pick. I'm curious to hear what the rest of y'all think.
All right, Dana. Who do you think's going to win?
Well, I just want to say that tonight, with the whole thing with Undisputed Era, I finally saw War Machine again. So that was nice.
Oh, so it's okay for you to go War Machine with Ring of Honor, but I can't fucking go with Diamond Dijax? God damn.
Oh!
Come on.
I just kind of feel that I don't think it's really hard. I want Undisputed to win, but I feel that War Raiders whatever Viking Raiders, whatever you call them, is going to end up pulling through.
They're gonna pull through. Well, who do you think they're gonna pin then? Who's gonna take the fall?
Taking the fall. I don't know.
Your boy Kofi doing it for the team, looking at the
See,
lights.
that's the whole thing. I completely forget that they're even there. Like that's just how
I wish they would change their name.
they
I
are.
hate the New Day name. I just hate the name. I keep thinking of when they showed them with the church thing. Remember clapping and stuff with the choir?
Yeah, that was
I hated that.
I loved it.
Oh no! 2 thumbs down for you. Oh no!
I loved it. Dan used to give me
I hate that shit.
Exactly.
I
It's like,
hate that fucking
It was
shit.
so
Dan used to
bad.
give me a bunch of shit that I liked it. And he's like, this shit is fucking corny.
It was so corny. It was degrading. Shit, your boy Myles should come out for that shit and be like, yo, what is it? What is this? I take offense. I don't even know where you're going with this. I don't like it. I don't like it.
don't like it.
Shit. Shit, if anything, your boy CM Punk should come and help Big E. Because remember, that was his buddy. That was his bodyguard.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when they had that whole thing? That's how they introduced him.
Yeah.
And then he was protecting AJ. He would come down to the ring with AJ. He was the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, am I missing? Wait. No. Yeah, he was with AJ, but no, he was Dolph Ziggler. It was Dolph.
Yeah, he was Dolph's.
It was Dolph. Yes, that's it.
And AJ.
Yes. There we go. All right. So, who else is next? Who else didn't call this? Dan, I think did you call this?
I haven't called it.
You and Mike. All right, so you two. All right, so Dan first.
I am saying Undisputed Era.
Because remember, right now, at this point, these are matches. It's all about there's a street cred. So
Undisputed Era winning it just because they need to bump NXT up.
That's it, right? Just to make them look.
Era and Viking ratings. Viking Raiders is will take the pin.
Mm-hmm. I don't. See that.
That's what it is, man.
I don't see that.
It's the Viking experience.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't see. Don't take it. Everything's pointing that the New Day is taking this on the chin and counting the lights. I can't see it. I can't see it because
I don't want it for Kofi, man. He already was.
He's a team player though. He's proving he don't care.
He was already Jordan Miles with Brock Lesnar with that.
But there you go. And you know what? And then they cut a promo the next week asking how you feel. He said, "I'm great. I'm still with my buddies. We're still together, and that's it. He don't give a shit. So as long as he keeps that attitude, they're gonna keep putting him in these weird spots. I'm like, all right, you're gonna be in the tag match. You're filling in for Xavier, who's out hurt. You cool with that? Yep. Okay. There's a good chance you're gonna take the pin for the. You cool with that? Yep. All right. That's great. All right. We'll see you guys later. I think catering just showed up, and have a good night. And that's it.
I hate
it's gonna work.
I fucking hate it, man.
It's just another day, another dollar. All right, Mike. What about you? Who's winning this one?
It's gonna be Shock the System, Undisputed
Shock
Era.
the System, Undisputed Era. There we go. All right.
And Big E and Kofi Kingston is taking the fall.
Big E, Kofi taking the fall. What about you, Rich? Did you say yours?
You did.
Yeah. I said Viking Raiders.
You did. All right. Let's see. The next one, we get into some of these female matches here. We got the Becky Lynch match, right? We've got the Becky, the man. God damn, I hate
the man.
You and me, Adam, both. I hate the fucking man.
I hate on the man, but they have to have a boyfriend. I mean, honestly, if you were the man, I know somebody that are men and they don't brag that they have a boyfriend. They brag about their girlfriends. Because
we know what Seth Rollins is in this relationship. So
yeah.
Exactly.
So
hey.
The Mon versus Charlotte, right? Versus Shayna Baszler. That's how Becky. Sorry, Becky, not Becky. Bailey. Goddamn. See, I'm mixing all this shit up. Too many chicks.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, just to fix that one up. So it's Bailey. It's champion, and Shayna, of course, and Becky Lynch. Again, street cred. That's all this is for. Nothing's on the line, which sucks because I think it would be cool if they did that, because then that's how you can continue the invasion angle. We talked about this a little before about how it's all about the ratings, and the ratings have been up since they've been doing all these invasion angles. That's a way to continue it. Have whoever wins this take the other belts, and now the other people have to run in and cause problems to try to get shots for those belts. So you could have somebody, let's say Shayna wins. Now she has the Raw and SmackDown title. So she comes down, old school New Japan, AAA with all the belts, Ultimo Dragon style. Got all these belts. They're like, holy shit. And then somebody could do a run-in on that show and compete for one of those belts. It's like, I want my SmackDown, or I decide I want a Raw title. And then you have a match for that. That's one way of continuing this whole invasion thing.
Yeah.
And they have an opening there. I know they don't like to do that. The only time they ever do that with two titles is when it's a tag team. You could be a tag team champion and then also have an independent, a solo champion. But you can't seem to have both. Or else they fucking end up combining it, like with the Undisputed. Remember with the Jericho when he won the two titles, and then they just merged them.
Yes.
So I don't know. I'll just go with this one real quick. I think Shayna's gonna win. They have to prove that Shayna's a beast. We know she's a beast, and we know she's legit. This is out of everybody in NXT that really needs to shine. I'll be like, yo, this is legit. Shayna has, man. Shayna reminds me of when the way they would talk about Kurt Angle. And how he just came from amateur wrestling and just took into pro wrestling like it was nothing. As if he was doing it his entire life. And she came in from MMA, and she knows how to work. She knows how to work. She knows how to shoot a promo. She knows how to sell in the ring. She knows how to make everything look believable. She comes with cred, and it works. She, I feel, is what they wanted from Ronda Rousey. This is what they were hoping for.
Truth.
Truth. They were hoping that she was going to fill this spot, and Ronda just fell short on a lot of it, and it just takes more time and effort. But then again,
I don't know if she fell short though, but
for the promos and stuff, like it just wasn't.
Okay, I give you that. The promos wasn't up to snuff.
Yeah, not with the in ring. Yeah. She knows how to do her thing, but just with the promos and stuff like that, and just trying to. I
can go with that one.
I
say her mic skills. Ronda Rousey's mic skills are one. Right?
Yeah, it's not there. She needs work, but that's the whole thing. Shayna just picked up this shit as if she's been doing it forever. And I don't know if it's because she's always been a wrestling fan, and this is something she has always wanted to do. This wasn't like, well, I'm done with MMA, so let me get into wrestling. She's always wanted to find an end. That was the whole thing with the 4 Horsewomen. They were all legit wrestling fans. Remember, that was it. They loved wrestling, and that's why they adopted the name, and they want to continue. And so it's like, all right, this makes sense. But man, she comes off like she's been watching tapes. Like this is it. This is how you do it. I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna be the super heel. I could never see her as a babyface. And she makes a perfect heel. She could run like Moolah style. So
I love her wrestling style. It's catch wrestling.
Yeah, everything seems. It looks legit. It's clean, and she's great with her transitions. Well, from a wrestling hold to a submission, and then just switching. She's got guns. Her arms are thick. That's the other thing. Like you see some of the. That's just her genetics. You see it whenever she does her diamond shape. When she puts her hands up, it's like fucking guns.
She's got some guns.
She's got guns.
She can wrap her guns around my head.
Man.
Oh, whoa!
No one wants to do
Hold
that.
up, just
Nobody wants to do that. No.
Like when you.
Oh shit, Rich! Make sure the channel settings are correct.
See, there you go.
I didn't say what head. I didn't say what head. I just said she.
I'm just saying, like she has that. Everything works. Like the cred, everything works. It links up right. It's a total package, and I really see her winning this one, and I hope she wins in a clean fashion, and they don't have one of the 4 Horsewomen interfere to help her win. That's my fear.
Ronda Rousey comes out.
Ronda Rousey. Yeah, well, that would be something, right? That would.
Right.
Well, you know what? Hey, that could be.
It could work.
You said it before about how the other 2 aren't involved because they're too green and this and that. Well, this would be a good way to set it up, and if they help, because then she could help against Becky, and then this could build up that supposed match between Becky.
It makes total sense when I just said that, because Ronda Rousey still has that
Mania.
Yeah, she still has that heat against the man.
Yeah, so she could be hell. She doesn't even have to really interfere. They just have to play her music and show up on the ramp and cause a distraction. They can do something cheesy like that.
I can see Ronda jumping over the fence, helping Shayna, and like 4 horsemen.
There we go. All right, so my pick was Shayna. So Mike, it sounds like, what do you think, Shayna? You think Shayna's also?
Shayna.
Okay. All right, Dan.
I'm thinking because I have to think WWE. I can't think what would be great. I'm taking Bayley wins this one.
I knew it.
Yep. Yeah. Bayley wins this one because Vince McMahon always fucks it up. So it's going to be Bayley. He's going to write it in. It's going to be Bayley. Then she's going to be talking shit, and it's going to put a tainted sourness over NXT, which is unwarranted because Shayna should win. But it's going to be Bayley for the win, which is terrible.
That's what I say, Dana.
Rich, what about you?
And I'll even take my own life, but still, it's motherfucking Bayley.
Well, hold on.
I think Bayley's gonna pull this off. What do you think? Wait, you think Sasha or someone else? Because Sasha has a match, which we'll get to next. That's like the last one.
Sasha will come out.
You think Sasha?
And it'll be some bullshit, and that's how Bayley. That's what it is, man. It's WWE. You honestly think they're gonna have Shayna Baszler, some good ass shit? It ain't gonna be no good ass shit. It's gonna be Bayley.
Hey, go ahead, Dana.
Is there? I can't remember. Is there like a Rumble in this or no?
No, there's the next one. There is a women's match, Survivor Series.
Then,
and
if we're
Sasha's
going, okay, so if we're going full Vince McMahon,
full Vince,
Nikki Bella's coming back.
Oh God!
No!
You invoked Vince.
She retired. She's openly retired. She's done.
Yeah, she said she retired before, and she keeps popping in there.
Yeah, but she's done. She's done.
Yeah, I don't know. Shayna, I feel I want Shayna to win the most so that I can get my match with Ripley.
You know what? Let's put a little asterisk and bring up something that Rich brought up before. Here's where your Dakota Kai can come in. And she can cost Shayna this match.
Yeah.
You know, and be like, I couldn't beat you before, but now I
Sounds
cost you.
too good, man.
Because
It's,
then
it's going to be the boss.
because then that also introduces Dakota Kai to the rest of the universe.
Yeah, I thought Dakota Kai was supposed to be on the women's team, but that's also not confirmed yet.
I still like her.
Well,
Maybe,
well,
maybe
yeah, well, she's not on that. Well, yeah. All right, keep going. No.
Oh no, Dana was giving her picks.
Yeah, Dana.
One likes Nikki. I strongly feel that Shayna needs to win because I can get my match with Ripley. But if we're gonna go that route, I really like the matchup between Shayna and the girl with too much bronzer. Bailey.
Yes.
All
I know what's
right,
going
so
on
you
there
go
with that
Bailey.
look. It's traumatizing. But yeah, going by what you said before, Vince McMahon, Bailey.
Kinda
Even
whack.
though
Kinda whack.
Shayna needs to just murder everyone.
Shayna should win.
So
The right way is Shayna. The Vince way is Bailey.
All right, and keep going.
So let me go ahead and do my pick real quick. I'm gonna go in the opposite direction. Shayna Baszler will win, and no offense to Vince, but if you have a chance choose between Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, and Bailey, then Bailey is the odd one out, and she's going to take the pin. Because I think everyone believes that Bailey, they want to really get over the fact that she's a heel now. They want her to really be show that anyone who looks on a piece of paper, they're gonna be like, she doesn't have a chance of winning this match. So you would think that she has a chance, but I think Shayna Baszler, obviously this is who should win the match, and that's who I'm going to pick to win it. I'm pretty sure Triple H will be pulling his hair out because he has to work with Vince to book this match, and that's why I'm concerned about what's going to happen with NXT after this. Because Vince is going to be like, I have a chance to work with these other people. I need to have them on the main roster. So I'm curious to see what the fallout's going to be for that because I'm very worried about that.
Shayna Baszler versus Dolph Ziggler.
Man, you are putting Dolph in every match. Is he your favorite wrestler so far for this month?
No, it's the terrible decision. And that's where it's going to happen.
Yo, Danny, I gotta ask you. Did Kofi Kingston not give you your pancakes today?
Oh, dude. Should have said something Myles to bitch about his fucking the New Day
Hold
with
up.
the pancakes.
Hold up. Big Mike.
Giving out pancakes.
Don't. Big Mike.
Shoving it in people's mouths.
Don't get drop kicked.
Taking it out of his fucking.
Don't catch this drop toe hole, dude. Don't do it. Fuck you, Vince.
All right, so I think I missed something from SmackDown because I didn't.
Oh, really?
Openly, I didn't.
You didn't miss anything
because what I'm about to read off, I don't remember this being part of it, but.
Here we go.
So the last match, and again, I put this on purpose as the last one because I feel like this is just how everything works out. Because again, this is a first, as they're saying, and it's the women's, triple threat Survivor Series matchup, and it's Team Raw with Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Sarah Logan versus Team SmackDown, which is of course Sasha Banks and Carmella. Oh my god, I can't believe Carmella's in this one.
Oh God,
yeah, Dana Brooks. There's another one. Lacey Evans, which I think they're making her into a baby.
They love Lacey Evans.
Nikki Cross, right? Versus Team NXT, and this is what I did not know. I know Ripley, she's in this. We know that whole thing. We know Candice is also on this. Yeah, was it Tagan, the one that you talked about? Mia Yim is in it, but this is the one that I didn't know. Is that Toni Storm is on this team.
Oh, whoa!
And and I had to look at a few sources, and they have her listed as part of this team. And
Okay,
I didn't hear that. They didn't talk about that in NXT. And I know I saw some messages that she popped up on SmackDown. So for you guys that did watch SmackDown, did she come out and announce that she's part of the team?
No, she was just there.
She's just there. Yeah, there was no.
Well, few sources now have her listed as a member of Team NXT.
So, based off of that, I'm choosing the women's team NXT to win this match now.
That's where I'm at, actually. He said that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Team NXT.
Team NXT. Now, wait a minute. Mia Yim.
Oh.
Is Mia Yim? She's also part of.
Yeah, she's on the
WarGames.
team also.
But she's on the other team though, in WarGames.
Yeah, and she's also on this team.
So she's gonna team up with people that she just finished fighting with the night before.
No. They're on the same. Well, actually, yeah, you're right. Because she's on the good guy team on she's on the good team on at TakeOver also. So it's the same people she teamed up with.
But that's not Ridley.
Well, no, I see her, Candice LeRae, Tegan Knox, and Toni Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're all on the same team, I guess, for the SmackDown.
That's what I'm saying. But they're not all on the same team when it comes to WarGames. I mean, Toni Storm's not on it, but I know Candice.
Yeah, Toni Storm isn't there. Yeah, she's not on there. But Mia Yim is on that team at WarGames.
She is on that same team with them? All
Yeah.
All right, there you go. I was going to say that doesn't make sense. But but you know what? I could see maybe this is where, because we're still trying to squeeze in Dakota Kai. Her and a friend, the other chick there, helps her out, and they beat the shit out of Toni Storm, and to make sure she doesn't make it in, and so she really has to use Dakota Kai because they need somebody. Maybe they do something like that. Maybe Mia Yim gets hurt. You know, something, a sneak attack in her back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's out. What happened? I don't know. And then Dakota Kai says, hey, I can fill in.
Yeah, and you're saying that's how Dakota Kai will be revealed as a heel later.
Because Knox wants to get her friend in, and then this is how they pull it off.
I'm surprised that I'm surprised they're going.
Candice, yeah, bang out Candice. That's right. I forgot Candice is in there. They could take her out.
I'm surprised they're going so hard with this with Tegan Knox getting this push. You know, in all these big matches.
Because she's coming back for some crazy injuries. She's had two massive injuries since joining NXT, and it was just fluke accidents that shouldn't have happened.
From my understanding, she was supposed to win. Well,
at least go far, but they had high hopes for her. Yeah,
but she got injured. That's why they, they gave it to Toni Storm basically. Yeah,
so this is their way of like, all right, you know what? She healed up. She worked hard to get back into shape. So this is how they thank him, and it makes sense because the fear that a lot of wrestlers have is that when they get hurt, they're going to lose their top spot, or they lose their push. But the truth is, and we've seen it, it's like, hey, if you hit the gym and you come back strong, Vince likes that shit. And Triple H, they're both all about that. So if they see, they're like, Jim, you got a strong work ethic. Look at you. You're back in shape after all this. That's why Tommaso Ciampa gets the push that he does, because he is a smaller guy. Even for NXT standards, he's smaller. He is a 205er. But he works hard. He knows how to shoot a promo. He knows how to work a crowd. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't give a shit if he breaks his neck numerous times. He will keep coming back. He'll get some surgeries and he'll come back. He's like a John Cena. John Cena said the same shit. John Cena's had a ton of surgeries. And they keep saying him. Like he says, I'll just keep coming back until I can't anymore, or until I make it in Hollywood. He made it in Hollywood, so he ain't coming back. And I don't see him as being the mystery partner for NXT, so that is not happening.
So when you said that John Cena, he got into all these injuries and he kept coming back, he said, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm always going to come back. Would you say that when he did that, he was playing with fire?
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, there we go. Playing with fire. God damn. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy for him.
How was that movie? Did you go see it there, Rich?
Oh, hell no. I'm not going to see that.
Shit, I think the next movie I see him in, he'll probably just be in the Fast and Furious because I love the franchise.
No.
I love
You
the
already
franchise,
know.
so I'm seeing it not because of him. I'm seeing it because I just want to see the overtime car
The
action.
next movie you're going to go see with him in is going to be Suicide Squad 2.
He's in that too?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just glad it's working out for him. You know, and
I
he
guess.
backpedaled, and I didn't realize that promo that he did against The Rock was a shoot way back when he started talking about you're a part-timer from Hollywood, you think you come in. I thought he was just doing it to sell the fight. I didn't know he was legit because he came out recently on some news outlet. People can look it up. This is something he came out and he said he apologized to The Rock that it is a lot of work doing things in Hollywood and the time schedule and just juggling around, and he could see it because here it is now. He's in that spot and he can't find the time to do the wrestling and acting, and he sees the respect and all that stuff, and it is a lot of work. And he sees it now, so he apologizes. So I guess it makes sense to try to butter The Rock up in Hollywood since he's a top guy there. If you want to try to get some more roles, maybe you want to play nice with him.
Maybe you can take some rolls up with The Rock.
Oh, like Batista. Batista's killing it, man. He's doing all kinds of movies. I swear, I see all these movies. He did this one where he plays like this Marine out in England in a soccer stadium. It was like a Die Hard, but in England in a soccer arena. It was pretty.
I remember
good.
that.
Yeah. Final score or some score.
Yep.
I have it.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I like it. So it was good. I didn't see Stuber. I have Stuber, but I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't see Stuber yet.
Yeah, and now that's the one that he was actually.
Stuber was good.
He was promoting.
Stuber was actually really good.
That was good. He's got another one that's coming out. I forgot. It's also with a little kid. I don't know what it is. He said something with the kid. He's a teacher or something. I don't know.
My favorite one has to be the one where he was in that hospital or whatever, and he was like the bodyguard or whatever.
Oh yeah, where he was a bodyguard for the doctor for the
that was good.
criminals.
Yeah, it was good.
That felt like it was a weird side spin-off of a John Wick. Because this was the hospital for assassins and people that get hurt and can't go to a real hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hotel Artemis.
Yes,
Hotel Artemis.
Yep.
Hotel Artemis was awesome.
Jeff Goldblum is in it. That was it was a good movie. That was a good one. Definitely, one of those. I think that was a straight to.
Just say, Dana. See, I watch
digital
movies. I watch movies, Dana.
All right, so then that's the card. So from Saturday's NXT show to this show, Survivor Series, which do you think is going to be the best for the weekend? Which one do you think is going to steal the show? Usually NXT kills it and puts the main product to shame.
It's always going to be NXT.
I feel like that is a trick question, Adam.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I think we all know NXT.
Okay. All right. So then I'll throw in another little asterisk and a little twist because this is a rumor. This is a rumor that people are spewing on the internet. Is that some of these Raw and SmackDown people are going to find their way into these cage matches, into the War Game matches. That's a rumor that people are thinking that this is how they're going to build up more hype for the Survivor Series. So while these matches are happening,
I hope so.
We are going to see some of the Raw and SmackDown people climb over or figure out a way or come from underneath or do something to get involved in this.
So as a response to that, I will say if the Kevin Owens NXT jump doesn't happen, then I could see him interfering in that match to attack the Undisputed Era since they decided to attack him on Monday Night Raw. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that would get a pop from the fans.
Huge.
It's going to be interesting. I'm hoping to see some surprises. They usually have a surprise, and this is one of the rumors that people think it'll be a good surprise just because it's worked out so well. We've talked about it with the ratings. People like to see it. And yes, this is a pay-per-view event, but it's still one of those things where if you're watching, and let's say you have buddies that don't watch it, like, hey, yo, the Raw and SmackDown guys just jumped into the damn double cage. What? Freaking all right, let me put in my fake email account and sign up for the first month. Come on now, people know they're doing that shit. People doing it. Yeah, I'm Jimmy 1 2 3 4.
So a real fast question. So I agree, it has been fun to see all these interferences, but I have to ask this question: Was any of y'all thought it was tacky that when SmackDown attacked Raw, they had on the shirts that said Fox on the back?
Oh
I
shit!
didn't even notice that.
I did not
even
notice that. Oh shit!
That's
Like, what the hell is
CM
this?
Punk. CM Punk.
I did not even notice that. What about Raw? Did Raw have USA?
No, it just said Raw in the front.
Jeez, COVID.
I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah, because I saw Cesaro came out and Cesaro had on a hat. I'm like, why the hell does this dude have a hat on?
He got a bald head.
There you go. His head was bald. Why does anybody wear a hat?
some
Rich?
bullshit.
Come on now. What kind of question is that?
He didn't want to get sunburned on that bald head of his.
Man, Cesaro.
Dan.
And just as
something.
what's that?
Bobby Lashley and the Rusev thing. That's not even on this show. They're not even. That
That's
storyline that we keep talking about.
Thank God. Thank
Is
God.
not even. It's usually these type of feuds. And,
Yeah, the next pay-per-view.
The build up ends at the biggest pay-per-view coming up, and this would be that pay-per-view, and it's not on here.
They're done with it.
Interesting. Or maybe no, it's not in a pre-show, right?
Well,
I
no,
don't see any
I mean,
pre-shows. I don't see any pre-show matches listed. Who knows? Maybe one of these. There's 8 matches on this card. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them.
Shit. Maybe they'll start it back up Monday. The whole, and then it would lead to a threesome with Bobby, Lana, and Lacey.
A threesome.
Yeah,
whoa!
Lana, Lacey, and
Whoa.
Bobby.
P Hub.
Oh. Oh, man. Well, we will have to wait and see. But you know what? Real quick, before we end this, got one question because we didn't go through a whole follow-up for what we did with Full Gear. Because I think I pretty much called all those fucking matches. But there's one question I want to ask everybody here because this is just it's been a hot topic online, and this is just something that I have an issue with. That main event where people when it was Moxley versus Omega and saying, oh, they went too far and it was too brutal. I didn't see anything brutal about it because here it is. It was all fake glass. I mean, it's sugarcane. None of it was legit because if it was, there should be so much blood. I've seen Moxley and CZW matches. We've seen Lucha Underground matches. When they throw in some of these crazy gimmicks and stuff like that, they make sure to just pop the blood capsule or have legit cuts. The shit that they were pulling should have produced a huge amount. I mean, it should have the match should have been painted.
The blood should have been everywhere.
It should have been everywhere. Especially the part where Moxley was just crawling with his elbows on it. I mean, come on, you're grinding it in. And there was nothing. Or when they went through the barbed wire pit, nothing.
I want to make a controversial comment on that. Anyone that thought that match was too violent, maybe they should just stop watching wrestling altogether. Because the match, it needed to be violent because these guys are in a feud.
But that's it. Well, that's my other issue. You just said it. They're in a feud. Yeah. This is their first match of the feud. Usually, these type of matches are the main feud. Like, this is the tiebreaker. This is the end of a feud. They just started with this shit. So how do you follow up when you've already thrown mouse traps and fucking glass supposed and barbed wire and barbed wire bats? I'm telling that should
more of it, honestly.
I mean, considering the fact that Moxley, couldn't wrestle, we had this infection. I think because of all the time that they had people waiting, they wanted the wait to pay off. That's why they made this a non-sanctioned match, quote unquote, because they wanted it to be a bigger deal. So that's why they said, okay, we got to throw weapons and everything. Because people have been waiting for this match. But I think Kenny Omega could go back to that later. I mean, obviously, now he's trying to figure out, well, where did my losing streak start? It started with Pac, so now he has a match with Pac next week.
He's going to do it. And we know what? Ring of Honor did this with Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal was the champ for a long time, and then when he lost, instead of going on a losing streak, he disappeared for a while. And when he came back, he almost had his own little list. Everybody that beat him, he wanted a rematch, and then he wanted those wins back. So they pulled this before. I've seen stories, but then again, it's wrestling. But the whole point is, this type of match, people said it was too gory, this and this and that. It was not. It was definitely not. If anybody watched, go ahead, go on YouTube, type in Vice, The Wrestlers. Remember that series that just aired? And they showed the blood. Holy crap, the blood. To the point when they were looking for glass. Remember, for one, they just went to a guy's house and grabbed his glass door, and they used that to go through, and they did a Spanish fly from the top of a ladder. Come on now. On legit glass. The blood.
You sent me that video, and I watched it. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, this, and to see them on Wednesday come out with nothing. Moxley's still coming out with no shirt on. Yo, you should be bandaged. Sell it. Wrap your shit up and do something. Put some fake ketchup on it to make it look like you're still seeping fucking blood.
Ketchup on it.
Do something to sell the shit, because you just undermined that whole performance.
I agree.
That's it. Sell the shit. If it's supposed to be brutal, make it seem brutal. I don't want to see you next week, or if you do, you got to come in all bandaged up, and the shit has to be bloody red. It's got to still look. It's still.
That's one thing WWE did well when they did those type of matches.
Yeah,
they came in the next day like, bandaged up, broken ribs, looked like they're like, okay, sold it.
Yeah, because they took everything out. When they took out the barbed wire and they started doing it on the face, I'm like, all right, they're gonna slice. We're gonna see blood. Shit, we saw more blood with Cody when he busts his head up on the ramp.
That's true, he did.
You know what I mean? I mean, the ref was the doctor was constantly coming in. Yo, do we need to stop this? They never went up to Moxley or to Omega during this match, and they freaking threw everything at each other with this. And I think that's why people were leaving. When they were showing, people leaving, this is too brutal. No, they were like, oh, this is whack. This isn't it. This isn't our death match. Because that's really what they were trying to do. But if you're going to go death match, you got to go all out death match. Can't half-ass it. So
I think they were trying too hard.
I'll be surprised if they do it again. I don't see them doing it again. At least if they do, then they gotta bring the blood. That's it. You can't rub barbed wire in someone's face and then tell me everything's okay.
As Danny would say, #NXT.
That's not what I said at all.
And it was funny too because
that is absolute rubbish. It's bloody rubbish, Big Mike. It's bloody rubbish.
And then again, you see, and then again, just because we already ended the show, sort of, but just to say, with Cody doing his thing, with Cody just the way he lost, and it's like, okay, now he could never compete again, and they're like, oh yeah, we're sticking with our stipulations. It's gonna mean something. That really sounds stupid. Because it's one thing to say, okay, he can never compete against Jericho as long as Jericho said, no, it's never again, ever. So then that's it. His whole career, he's never going to be able to go for it. That makes no sense. One bit. And then,
to add on to what you said, because you mentioned something stupid, let's mention one other stupid thing about the whole winning streak thing. Oh, well, the winning streak is going to remain intact. But at the beginning of the new year, it starts fresh. Everyone has a new start. So
doesn't make no sense to me.
It's a gimmick that they tried in other promotions. It never worked. It's not going to work here. Next year, they'll probably just scrap the shit. It's pointless.
Yeah, because I see they got power ratings now. I'm looking at on here.
They're trying to figure shit out. It's still young.
I think they're going to keep the win-loss, but it's not going to mean anything. I think they're just going to do it just for visual. But, they're going to just go back. They're going to do more of a traditional.
We just saw Scorpio Sky now get a title match.
I love it, though.
Versus Jericho. Yeah, it's great because the story and it's wrestling, and that's what we like. But that's not what they said they were going off of. They're going off of this win-loss streak, so it shouldn't matter what he wants. It's not what you want. It's what you deserve. You don't deserve it in the numbers. In the rankings, he doesn't deserve it. He's not the next in line.
Yeah, Scorpio Sky shouldn't, but they definitely went outside their how they do matches. They definitely went there. They went basically like popularity and him pinning Jericho and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, fuck the win-loss. Scorpio Sky, you dope. We need you up here.
And here's the other thing. What's the point of it? And that's these are little gripes that I have, man. I'm telling you, fucking to have Darby Allin come out and then he has the body bag. And if you're in a body bag and you're kicking the shit out of a guy, stop the fight. Ref, it's your job to say, wow, your opponent.
Well, this ain't WWE where
he's still in a fight. No, I'm sorry.
EQ.
And any promotion and anything, if you put your opponent in a bag that he can't see and he's defense, the match is over. I'm sorry, it's over. There's no coming out of this shit. Unless somebody opens it up for you, and that's what ended up happening here. But still, that match should have just stopped. And this is the second time we've seen them do this with the body bag. He used to do it all the time in Evolve. I get it. It's your gimmick. It's your stick. You get up and you're in the bag and you're like taking the shots when you're in the bag. But it doesn't make sense then when it's a standard singles match. Make it a no rules match, because that's come on now. You're in a body bag. They can't see you. We've seen that in WWE. A body bag match means it's over. Can your opponent see you? Can he defend himself? No, he doesn't know if you're going to attack him or not.
Right, it's over.
It's over.
I'll put you on that.
Is Scorpio Sky taking on Chris Jericho for the belt?
Oh, that's that's happening.
Yes,
he made it seem like he was goading him into it. He was like,
Chris Jericho will win it.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, Chris Jericho's going to win it.
Chris Jericho gonna win it, and it's gonna be by some bullshit. We already jumping ahead, but it's gonna be by some bullshit.
And Daddy be triggered like that's some bullshit right there.
There we go.
It is. That's some bullshit. But I'm still, hashtag AEW. But
hashtag AEW.
Well, you know what? How it is? Hashtag just wrestling. Fuck it.
Oh, whoa.
Just watch the fucking wrestling. Just watch it. Because the truth is, there are no new fans in wrestling. The ratings prove that, because it looks like they're both sharing the same pot. It's the same pot of fucking fans, and they're picking the fucking. We're not seeing the 2 billion and 3 million like we were back in the day. Those guys have already moved on. They have families and kids, and they're watching The Voice and shit. They don't fucking care. They're done with this. This is one reality show that they don't want to watch anymore.
Whatever. All right.
It's true, man.
Hashtag NWA power.
There you go. With 2 R's. 2 R's. Don't misspell it. Don't misspell a misspelled word. There we go. All right, people.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for tuning in. We're going to do a quick closeouts. Sister Dana, you got anything you want to say? Any shout-outs? Okay, that was great. All right. Richard Bailey Jr., Koalition, you got anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, shout out to everybody. It's going to be a fun weekend of wrestling, hopefully.
All right. Dan from Platform Podcast, anything you want to shout out? You have a show tomorrow, right? You still doing the show tomorrow?
Yes. Yep. We got a show tomorrow. Go live at 1 p.m. EST. So come by and check it out. I'm full triggered, so I will have final round. And fuck Vince.
Whoa. Yeah, you're right. Vince Russo sucks. How about you, Big Mike? What do you got to say?
I'll shout out to to all the viewers watching us, and I want to say leave my boy Keely alone about Death Stranding.
That's a whole other episode on a whole other show.
Right. That's a subject right there.
That's it. Thanks for everybody tuning in.
I feel bad for them. They're sending him death threats and shit now.
They should. You can't put yourself in a game, openly show that you are friends, almost crying because he could show up one day, and then now his fucking game comes out and put it in every damn category and say, yeah, you deserve to win everything. What, is he also going to accept the award on their behalf? Come on.
So I definitely have something to say after you.
There we go.
After you conclude the show.
Yeah, what we're gonna do.
Oh shit!
So thanks for everybody downloading. Thanks for everybody watching.
Wait. Dana had a shout out. Did Dana have a shout out?
Dana always gets cut off.
Not my choice. I don't have the cutoff button.
Whatever.
Right,
shout out to everyone who's listening, and yay, and no to Hulk Hogan wanting to come back.
Oh, don't hate on the memories. All right, so again, shout out to the fans of wrestling. Go watch all the fucking wrestling. It doesn't matter. We're all under one belt. This isn't one of those like political things. Support everybody, because you see people jump ship all the fucking time.
That's right. And the very last thing, hashtag fix WWE 2K20
Never
because the game
happening.
is
They're breaking this shit again. Every time,
still broken. That's
yo,
right. Yeah, bullshit.
Every time I start writing the fucking review that I was supposed to do a while ago, I have to keep scrapping because more shit breaks. Then they patch it, and then that shit breaks more shit. My fucking save file is all corrupt now because thank you for this new patch. I gotta start all over again because I used some custom content that fucking broke my shit. Whatever. Thank you, 2K. Buddy game, whatever, piece of shit. And so thanks everybody for watching. Thanks. If anybody's interested in The Walking Dead, we got a special show that we're pulling out tomorrow. We are going to talk about this mid-season finale and really break down and compare it to the comics because it looks like this is it. It looks like the show, the way they're running it, it's done. Maybe next season. Maybe next season.
Ever.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that. And that's it. Have fun watching a lot of wrestling. All right. Peace.
All right.